Expect it. By then I'll have it keybinded. No one is safe.
No one is safe, you say.
Alright.
Stream Elements said Braden survives is now live. Streaming No Game Stalker 2 Completionist stream.
This is so sad, Alexa. Play Despacito. Let's play Despacito right now. I forgot how beautiful this game is. First off, we have to test our strategies here, first off.
Streaming No Game Stalker 2 Completionist stream.
This is so sad, Alexa. Play Despacito. Let's play Despacito right now. I forgot how beautiful this game is. I need to make sure it doesn't get picked up. Test our strategy. Okay, guys. How does my mic sound?
Our Onyx said stop duplicating the audio.
Hey guys. I need to make sure it doesn't get picked up. We need to make this worse. Okay, guys. How does my mic sound? Yes, let's go, guys!
Stop duplicating the audio.
Okay, first off, filters. Hey guys. I need to make sure it doesn't get picked up. We need to make this worse. Okay, guys. How does my mic sound? Yes, let's go, guys!
Stop duplicating the audio.
Let's just, Okay, first off, filters. Hey, guys. I need to make sure it doesn't get picked up. We need to make this worse. Hey, guys. How does my mic sound? Yes, let's go, guys! Okay, guys, I'm just gonna turn this off for like 10 seconds, and then I'm gonna scream into the mic. Okay. Enter the next room and listen to it. Okay, first off, filters.
Botrick said Botrix has correctly joined the channel.
Okay, everything's back to normal, guys. There's no need to be afraid of me anymore.
Braden survives said test. Braden survives said test.
But yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, can I just, like, overall lower the quality of the video? Oh, wait. Lower the quality of the video? How could I do that? Hey, are you still there?
No. We can make it worse though. We're gonna remove color correction here. Perfect. Okay, let's take a look at this here. What have I done? We're gonna remove this one. This doesn't seem like it's gonna be helpful. Okay guys, how does it sound? How does it look? Is the question here, folks. Okay guys, we cooked. We cooked hard. We cooked to an indescribable degree.
Arrow, are you still there? Oh crap. The audio. The audio got so bad. Oh crap. Ow. the beauty of the zone. What is this? I've never seen this before. There's some ammo down here. Ah, crap. It's Psy area. What the heck? Get out of here. Where am I?
Braden survived said test too.
Do we see anything in the chat? And I think to myself, what a wonderful zone. Ah! Ah! What the? I'm gonna have to literally clip through it, stuck in the ground. Yeah, here it is. I know I was right.
Malik said, yo. Last time I played, I glitched my way to 5 with some good gear for the matter. D.
Hold up. I'll acknowledge your comment here in a second. I'm currently getting assaulted. Come on, come over here, Cthulhu. And when it calms down a bit, I'll make sure to respond to you. Oh! Okay. What's up, Alec? Been a while since I've seen you visit one of the streams. Let me see, it's been a while since I played. I glitched my way into Pripyat and got some good gear for the matter. Yeah. I noticed from the beginning that they will put like some invincible snipers and stuff off in the distance. In certain locations that kind of dissuade you, but like past that, if you find a way over that, it's free game. They'll leave it loaded. I would say, though, to 100% avoid that, though. As not only are you kind of, like, stealing a little bit of the difficulty from the game, but the game will up the difficulty for you at a certain point if you do that. So if you pick up, like, some really OP gear, the enemies will start appearing in exosuits. I added a mod that negated that because constant exo PvP is just not really that fun. Also, it's kind of immersion breaking to see like every single faction be exosuits.
Malik said, yee, I just did that for fun.
You're watching from YouTube, right? Not Twitch? Woo! If you still got the game, though.
A leak said MHM.
Yeah, so I started multi-streaming recently, just so that people that want to use Twitch or whatever can do that. I will say, though, be aware YouTube will have a minor delay to it. So I think it's either 30 or 45-second delay, I believe, for YouTube versus Twitch. My text-to-speech, though, is instant. Be aware of that. I'm pretty sure. Actually, is there guys here that'll give me some jobs? Yeah, but thanks for stopping in. I'm planning on doing a playthrough. Well, actually, technically speaking, finishing up a playthrough where I 100% the game. So that means getting all the achievements.
A leak said you're right. I'll switch to Twitch.
Let's see here. What do we got? Oh my goodness! I've been scamming myself. Dude, he buys like champions. Mad money, dude. So wait, where's my box? I don't need it. What's this? Oh, so by the way, my Twitch is Brayden Survives TV. As a heads up. As I changed it from the original one. It's the original one just under a different name. Ooh, yummy. This game is crazy beautiful, though, even on low settings. Getting a little bit singed. That's an interesting radiation. Oh! Oh! What the heck was that? I didn't know that was that radioactive. Oh my, wow, it really put me behind. mean, at least I'll get some new artifacts from that. Whoever just joined, thank you for stopping in. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to check to make sure that nobody's saying anything on Twitch and it's getting flooded out. Actually, yeah, I'm going to check Twitch from my side. I always get paranoid about this because there's a likelihood that, like, somebody's saying something and interacting on Twitch. And I just don't see it. Test.
Braden survives said test.
Okay, good.
A leak said Unreal Engine 5? More like Unreal Stagger 5.
I've had some it's been pretty easy actually. It hasn't been too bad. I will say though, yeah, there is a lot of issues with Unreal Engine. Except I have been able to fix that slowly but surely over the course of my playthrough. I will say the Stalker 2 devs really did use the tools to their advantage, though. What is that? I think I just picked up like an orb. Oh, I found a bubble. Why was it so maldeformed, though? Especially with the weather system. I'm a big fan of the weather system. I think it might be stuck.
Malik said, well, I believe that they'll fix everything. Seeing their passion.
Especially.
Malik said it's kinda cool.
Like, I'll show you this one down here, actually. Because, like, people say Anomaly and stuff like that's better than Stalker 2. But in terms of effects, physically nothing has beat this game. Like, for Anomaly effects.
Everyone, stay put.
You shouldn't have done that, little bro. Now your vodka's mine. I'm a cowboy, baby. Oh, so I might experiment a bit here, but I probably shouldn't be revealing this. But at least on YouTube side, when you do subscribe, it will jump scare me. I set the audio to something very loud. Actually, did I set that up yet? Sub alert. Yeah, I did set it up.
A leak said I played Anomaly, Gamma and Stalker 2. Definitely prefer modded Hawk.
Hawk. I'm having a stroke right now and I don't remember what Hawk stands for. Yeah, but look at these anomalies. It's kind of hard to probably see third party, but like they're way more easy to spot now, but they're also subtitle enough to be an actual threat. And I think what they did for it, from my little knowledge of like the UE engine, is that they made a mixture. They made a mixture of the water distortion effect and then another effect, and they merged that together. Oh, Heart of Chernobyl. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Heart of Chernobyl. Like, it's a fun game. People crap on it way too soon, in my opinion. The original engine is, I think, probably way more janky than this. Like, I haven't had any game-breaking issues, and the ones that I do get, I can easily fix with console. Or you can literally just backpedal, like, let's say you get a game-breaking bug, just go back a bit and you'll be fine. And it's really hard to replicate bugs, too, that's the thing, like, a lot of the bugs you get that are like that, it's like a one-off thing, like, you'll get it one time, and then you will never get it again. And then the other ones are like, I think I'd say probably 75% of the other bugs are like, harmless, like, amusing bugs, like, I killed a dude and he spaghettified across the map at, like, release day, and then another one where he started humping the air and started levitating.
Elite said MH out. I've played from the start, there were bugs that I couldn't fix easily, but... Elite said those are the best here.
For real. That's the thing I noticed that there's a lot of,
Elite said fix those things.
that's what I noticed actually, is people keep kind of comparing them to other devs, but I feel like that doesn't really match up. Because they are working pretty consistently. I think what was the number of the original patch? It was like a couple thousand for that first initial release of that first patch. I mean, being a day zero player of this game, comparing it from like currently right now to before, it's definitely gone a long way in a short amount of time. Like, I'll give an example here of some pretty terrible devs. No More Room in Hell 2 is like horrendous. Like, people were trashing on Stalker 2 for like gutting everything for like visuals. No More Room in Hell did that. They had a game already built, and then just to upgrade the engine, they like tore it to pieces, and they're still charging $30 for it. And it takes them like months just to get like a new enemy in the game. And it's probably down to the fact that they like cut half their staff.
Right 2 is terrible?
Yes. Oh my god, yes. It is. Okay, listen, it's not ridiculously terrible to the point where like it's unplayable, but it's the fact that it's $30 and has zero replayability. It has one map. It had terrible spawn systems. It has random per random. So that, you know, they gloated about the randomized loot.
Said it's such a shame.
The randomized loot is so random, it's to the point where sometimes it just literally makes 0 sense. Sometimes you'll have like a map location where you open it up and like 90% of all of the loot will be stuff like ammunition for guns that you don't have. Or you'll go to one location and there'll be no zombies, and then other locations you'll go there and there'll be so many zombies that it just doesn't make any sense. Like, the full map will aggro on you out of nowhere. It also had a big issue with sprinter spam, as I call it. Ooh, meat lighter.
Strelok.
Strelok. Ooh! Oh wait, hold up. We're going there, boys. We're seeing the view.
I love seeing the view.
Actually, what else? Is there any other anomalies up here?
Modern AAA game.
Yeah, it's this right here, actually, I think.
Elite said ouchie.
Youchers indeed. Arrow, tell me how many people are on Twitch, if there's any on Twitch, by the way. I don't want to leave them out of the equation here.
Uno.
Uno. One memento. So up there's a way of getting up there. Hey, he playing ready or not? Oh. He playing ready or not. Oh! I will say, though, if they do get the A-Life working on this game, it'll be pretty cool.
A leak said I couldn't find my account. A leak just followed. A leak said hey, arrow.
Well, hold up. It told me that a leak has just followed. Very nice. Well, I think some things about this are working. Where's that ladder? Ah, here it is. Whoa! See, that's where I jumped down from.
A leak said I followed like 10 minutes ago.
Wow. It's a little delayed.
He's saying how he just followed.
Oh!
That's what it was.
Oh!
Someone's in trouble there.
What was that? That's cheeky. There we go. Let's see what's up here. I actually have never been up here my entire playthrough, so this is a first for both of us.
A leak said ow.
Ain't no way, boy. What's this up here? Can I get up here? We're just gonna take it in for a moment. Now to listen to me play the guitar terribly.
One star.
Yeah, epic.
A leak said congrats.
You have reached the summit of the zone. Wait, actually, is there something down here I can jump onto?
A leak said Assassin's Creed Easter egg.
We're gonna do it. I will find a way down here. Leap of faith. I landed in the anomaly! I landed in the anomaly, dude! What are you talking about?
Lies.
I could see it. Maybe it's because I slid down the side of the thing. I thought I was gonna get style points for that. Unless I, like, landed in between the anomalies. That would have been pretty awkward.
Imagine.
It's time for
A
me
leak
to...
said Lamau.
It's time for me to grace the audience. Okay, let's do this real quick. He knows.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna jump off the cliff now, so, I wish me luck! Whee! Oh, what the heck, dude? It didn't even load it in! Ah!
A leak said OSH.
He knows. Okay, guys, I'm gonna jump off the cliff now, so,
A leak asks, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I need to figure out where it is. We're just gonna... Hey! We did it! I think... No, it's still going, never mind. I just didn't hear it over myself screaming, actually. That makes sense.
Survives still long.
Are you okay? Of course. The power of base boost is a glorious thing, though, I'm gonna say.
Alik said my poor ears
My
didn't
poor
deserve
ears
this.
didn't deserve this.
Braden, you're still ruining his poor ears.
Another victim of the base boosting bandit.
Just imagining something like that.
Don't worry, now my eardrums are ringing too.
Braden,
Yo, what is it?
someone with like an entire speaker and just a bunch of boot bass.
Two of those big, like, box speakers on the side of their desk facing them. I think I'm gonna take a nap so the storm passes, I hope. I am excited for the February patch, though, too, for this game. Because I wonder if there is actually some, like, A-life aspects in there. I'm guessing, for the most part, it's mostly all fixes now. But there could be a little bit of A-life fixes in there, like maybe AI fixes. If I recall, when I asked in the Discord, they did give me that. Yep. They did say that they were working on some AI stuff. They won't moonwalk towards you anymore.
Alik said most likely.
They hopefully will not moonwalk towards the player anymore while chucking grenades like a madman. That's the thing too, I noticed. People were talking about like the monolith spam, like the AI spam of grenades. The original was like that too, just a little bit more reserved. But it was still technically the same. Like, grenade spam from the monolith literally became like a meme for, I think, a set amount of time. I remember seeing it in, like, the Stalker Reddit.
Oh my goodness, Braden.
But basically what we're gonna try and do this stream anyways, when it comes down to our little objective we set for ourselves, is we'll try to get the last few artifacts on this artifact run here. We already actually found one of them at the beginning of the stream. Ooh, yummy. Fetch me their souls.
It's pretty.
Deal. That's all that matters. Pretty shiny rocks are all that matters. They can
Alik
be...
said I love the feature when monolithians blow themselves up with grenades, if you're close by.
That funny thing, actually, is that was actually a thing that Anomaly started, which is funny, which is actually really funny. I did a video on that a while back, where I was out in the world, and then I got Stalker Anomaly, like, monolith flashbacks, and then I just had to, like, I had to do it to him, and I just, like, rolled a grenade at his feet as he was, like, injured. Oh my goodness, somebody needs to do that. They need to actually, somebody needs to do that. We have anyone that's like an editor, I'm not an editor, but like an animator or like a drawing person. Somebody needs to do the Peter Griffin kneecap meme, but with like a monolith soldier.
Alik said PFFFF.
yummers. What I do think would be cool.
Do that?
What, eat the food? Yeah, I ate it intentionally. I was running low on hunger. I was a hungry boy. Okay, where are we at here? I am really happy to think, though, that there will be a mod at some point or another that fully implements... Ooh, what is... Sapphire! Hold up. I was literally so bamboozled. Oh, wait, never mind. That's a hedgehog. Oh my gosh. I swear, if I get any more Stallcraft brain rot, I'm going to, like, implode.
It's over.
I just called it its name from Stallcraft. By the way, Stallcraft stole 90% of all its artifacts and then just shamelessly, like, renamed it.
Anyways. We can talk about our love-hate relationship with Stallcraft later.
Real. So real. Detention center, we have flea market. I think one thing I would like to see, though, in the future is more artifact fields. But then again, I can just run around the map and get millions as is.
Halik said, 0.
The AI did not care. You made like a little amazed face, and then the text was just like 0. The variable 0. It didn't even give you like the little bracket before it. I will say, if you do use emojis, it will convert them into like the smiley face and stuff like that.
No emoticons. Where's the zone tornado?
Oh, so by the way, in the Minecraft community, something cool I've noticed, actually. I went the wrong way.
Said, oh.
But one thing I noticed in the Minecraft community that's pretty interesting recently is there's actually a dude making the entire Stalker 2 map in Minecraft, and he has a Patreon. His name is Highbrick. C-K on Patreon. And he's making the entire Stalker 2 zone in Minecraft. And he's apparently doing it with, like, also like, the command block. So, like, there's emissions and radiations and stuff.
Stalker 2 Minecraft.
I will be watching your career very intently. Oh, so another... You lied to me, Kevin. Wait, actually, is something wrong here? Why is it not... Did it... Wait, Arrow, did you catch that? Did it say his emojis as well as what he said?
No, I don't think so.
Did it just break? I know it said it in the chat.
You have it on Twitch. See?
This is cringe. Why did it switch back? Okay, there we go.
Maybe because you spawned. Big bubble.
Bubble. The dirty bubble.
Oh no. The horror.
Halik said, haha.
Oh, so I found, I don't know if this is just an Easter egg or something, but I was scrolling on Nexus Mods last night, and I found a thing called the Hunted Doll anomaly. And I want, if it's a mod, I want to add it randomly to the next run. Because it is low-key kind of funny. Wait. What's it at? Don't tell me it's below the map, dude. Oh, maybe it's actually up on top of the grate, now that I think about it. I might have to no-clip to see if it's actually under there.
A leak said maybe I'll make a posting mod featuring you.
That would be pretty based, I'm not gonna lie. What, do you have that? Do you actually have a modding background to do that? He has piqued my interest.
A leak said ye, I do.
What do you mostly mod on?
A leak said kinda.
I can't wait for the modding kit to come out and have the return of the abominable
A leak
horror
said, but my main focus is on Minecraft.
known as the abominable horror known as the bloodsucker on a tricycle.
Oh, yes.
As it's such an old meme, and I don't know why I think it's so funny, but it just is.
Bloodsucker tricycle.
The game is a little bit unhappy with me. There we go. It's evened itself out. The marital dispute of occasional stuttering is usually ironed out at this point. I will say that, by the way, that it appears that it almost is like the game optimizes itself the longer you play, I noticed. You'll have the occasional, like, stutter in the beginning, and then it'll, like, just iron out to be, like, utterly perfect. And then certain areas, like the end game, will be a little bit more laggy. But then when you're in the end game, and you go to the end game locations, it just, like, becomes perfect FPS. I might look in also to the text-to-speech settings and see if I can actually turn on, like, you guys being able to say stuff like period and, like, exclamation mark and stuff like that or something, I don't know.
Announcing punctuation is crazy.
Period.
The bubbles. What happens if you touch the bubble?
Oh! Oh! The
That's
bubble
what
of
happens.
eternal vape juice was punctured. No! They're surrounding me!
Acidic bubble.
The dirty bubble.
Okay.
So I think when they do fix emissions, it'll be pretty interesting too. Because I think yeah, there are emissions in the game. Except at the end game they get glitched and broken. I played since the start though, so I got unfairly treated. I have never seen like more than one emission that was non-scripted. Oh wait! Oh crap! Oh crap! These are my boys.
How could you do this?
My bad. Yeah, you know what? No witnesses. I'm out of here.
It's over.
It would be cool. I would definitely say, though, on this kind of big of a map, if they did get that older A-Life, where it's like they're looting artifacts and stuff, it would be very interesting. Like, you know, I'm just running around doing my own thing, looting artifacts. If they could actually, like, steal your artifacts, it would actually give you an incentive to, do I want to shoot this guy to take the artifact he just stole from me? He got here first. He stole the artifact from me before I could get to it. Ooh, Sapphire!
Yay, Braden Survive's response was worthy this time.
Ooh! Dog jump scare. Big iron. Oh, so, you said you had Stalker 2, Alec. Have you played with the, Mutants Parts mod?
Chat is dead.
What?
Pretty sure the text speech is dead.
No, because he's using YouTube, so it's a little delayed. Oh, wait, actually, is it broke? Oh, no. I might need to open it again, one sec. Imagine if I could deep fry, like, the AI voice. Make it so you guys can actually, like, truly jump scare me. If I figure out a way of having the audio play through OBS, I will do it. Because then I can manipulate it and make it variable to, the situation. Okay, we got that. Let's go. Actually, wait, let me check something here real quick. Plugin. Oh, there's plugins? Ew, I might add plugins to this at some point.
Don't worry about it right now, Braden. We just want to watch you play Stalker 2.
Real. So real.
A leak said ooh 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 oh.
There we go. Crisis averted. We did it. We stopped racism. I think I got everything down here. I would say one thing that weirds me out about this game, though, is that the way the artifacts, like the areas that actually spawn artifacts, are, like, pretty weird with how they spawn them. Like, there's some areas that you'd swear should spawn an artifact, and then you get there and you search, like, over and over again, and, like, not a single artifact spawns there. Yoink. Oh!
Don't die.
I am not afraid of the zone anymore. When I was a boy, I thought the zone was my friend. I know better now. Oh, what have I done? I think I actually just broke my game. Oh wait, never mind. We're good. I don't know why. I guess my character was recovering from getting sucked in.
Zone tornado.
Zone NATO.
A leak said I just thought of an idea.
Yes, what these?
A leak said to stream your stream. A leak said pay for ad.
Pay for ad? No. I don't know if I should pay for ad for my stream.
A leak said so more people would actually see my stream. A leak said of you streaming.
I'd be down. I mean, I'm in the Discord if you want to do it like that as well. I mean, if you're in my Discord, you can hop in.
Yeah, we've got this going on Twitch as well.
Yeah, Twitch, YouTube, all the sites. Hello, sir.
Not all the time. Meanwhile, his buddies are like sad.
He's a little deaf, you could say. Oh my gosh, dude! Why do modern consumers consume such garbage games? I mean, are you kidding me? Look at this trash AI, dude! Can't believe I paid $60 for this open world game with over 150 hours of content in it.
What? What are you talking about?
People
watching.
This is nothing like the originals, dude. You have no idea how the original A-Like was. Back in my day, they literally used to go to the outhouses and take a crap, dude. That's how detailed the old game was. That's literally how detailed the old game was. They'd actually stop at Strelok's place every once in a while, crack open a cold one with him on the weekends. That's how detailed it was.
That's funny.
They want game to release. We give them game. If they don't like it, we give them game.
The stalker community, when game is being delayed, oh my goodness, this game will never release. When they release the game in an earlier state so that the people can even get access to it, oh my goodness, where are their features?
Was for my last class before I left was they made us scan a QR code to answer a question about our spiritual beliefs and burial stuff.
Wait, for what?
I have no idea. Was here? I'll send a screenshot. It was like a.
Don't
it
you
was the most
dare
random...
dox yourself right now. Don't do that.
No, it's an office form. Yeah, no, that's the most random thing I've ever seen I posted in general. I didn't hit submit. I'm not gonna submit. I'm not submitting my answer. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know why they want it. They didn't tell me, so I'm not gonna tell them.
The second Spanish Inquisition is coming.
Yeah, that's just good.
Wait, what the heck is this? This is a new location. I've never seen this before. Or at least the game says I haven't seen this before. We're going right into Electric Avenue. Cause it will take you higher. Oh, oh. Oh no. Stop. Stop that. Quit that.
You killed a stalker.
Get out of here, Stalker.
You are killing a loner.
Haha.
Elite
Brayden
said
survives
arcade
is going
one. I'll go
rogue.
play some SCP games.
Brady
Face
survives
blue
to clean up the
smile.
neighborhood
Elite said
of what do they call the people who made
Best
houses
of luck.
and live in there? Squatters. He's just cleaning up the neighborhood.
Best of luck,
Squatters.
Ali. Thank you for stopping me. We're gonna get all the artifacts that we need. And it's gonna be so cool. I need to actually, you know what? I want to do research. I'm gonna go do research at some point on Stalker streams and stuff like that. Figure out what the algorithm would like for streams. In terms of,
yeah, you just use YouTube's recommendation, AI recommendation.
AI recommendation.
oh, dude, the AI recommendation where it'll be like, what would you like to post a video about based off your old content? And it was like, Blacklight District Crafting Dead roleplay, and I'm like, was this AI like stolen?
Crazy.
Was this AI stolen from like an API, dude? Why did you add this? The future is now,
I mean, I
thanks to
swear you
brain
made,
rot
like,
AI.
It's already.
What, 3 Blacklight District edits?
No. Crafting Dead
Yeah.
I know they're old.
They really old. I think 3 is the maximum. And that's all that will ever occur. For real, for real. I'm a new man.
For real.
No longer am I a slave to the Brad Corporation. The zone has freed me.
Strelok.
We got a Strelok in right now.
Strelok.
Greetings, sir. Could you not do that? Oh, you're an exosuit. I don't know how you dodged that. That was impressive. Monolito.
Yeah.
Brayden.
Yep.
It's good for the fire.
It's good for the fire. Why are you doing this? Stop that. Cease these functions immediately, creature. I would literally die to get like a single bullet into the cylinder animation in this game. I feel like I'm wasting ammo every time I just flick it back and rip out all the bolitos.
Come on, just remove only the ones you need.
Did you know that flicking the cylinder can actually cause a lot of damage to the weapon?
Good thing the zoners don't care.
You're flicking it like one of those crappy Hollywood stars.
Welcome to the city.
No! Come back! Okay.
You must burn to get your artifacts.
The pedal of eternal suffering.
A little bit of delay here.
They really kind of like fumbled the bag on the burnt forest. I feel like they could have explained that a little bit more. They could have had like some cool like quest lines and stuff for burnt forest to kind of explain why it's burnt forest. Or have like an NPC with like that's an expedition dump that you find all over the place, like over at the construction site. Anomaly. Ow.
They were wrecked in mysterious ways.
Whee! Ow. This is no good. No good at all. The Magnum, my beloved.
Ooh, Brayden survived.
Why is it always the fly trap? I hate it. I can't find the artifacts I need. I literally just found like the little... I don't even know, what is it even called? I think I have it in my inventory still. Oh, I'm gonna go over here and get this one actually. Because I don't do too many of like the flashbang artifact spawns. I just about went blind from that.
Don't die.
That lightning striking 2 inches from my face was a bit too realistic. That kind of hurt. Eternal migraine. 75,000 pigeons. Eat that man.
Geiger.
Give me artifact. Give me artifact. Oh no. Oh no. Give me artifact. Give me artifact right now. Ow. Where is artifact? It literally isn't a spawning artifact. Why isn't this here?
So sad.
It also spawned a paranormal presence off into the distance. We are leaving right now. I hate this place sometimes. Where are my shiny rocks?
All I live for is shiny rock.
Me love shiny rock.
Rock, 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 rock. He's going insane for the blue sphere.
I don't even know what the new artifact I need is anymore, bro.
All I just know is I need artifact.
All I'm literally only like collecting these things like a small child reaching through the sand to steal pebbles.
Imagine, you know, like all those times when you're like a kid, and then what you do is you like dig through the sand pit, hoping you find like some sort of
respawned,
artifact. like dinosaur bones or something like that, or what you think is dinosaur bones actually, 'cause that's all you.
Where did it go? Dude, if big creature comes towards me, I'm gonna uninstall the spooky creature. I already had him.
The pebble.
If I don't get a good artifact soon, I'm gonna go insane.
Actually, wait.
I don't know. Ravens and rabbits are just to get some trips.
I'm pretty sure that that's actually an artifact thing up here. Big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. I just realized that ear rape I did earlier was like the perfect storm. Because the AI voice is a little bit quiet. So they probably turned up their volume to listen in onto the AI voice from text to speech. And then I did that. The perfect weapon.
No, I can't believe you.
So real, so real.
You're so mean.
Where are the creatures? Where are the dubious little creatures? I heard the zombie. There you are, my friend. Sit down. I don't know why you're here by yourself, but that is a oversight. I'm guessing all your friends probably died or something. That is my only explanation, as that is what normally happens with all of the A-life enemies, because they like spawn 2 feet from a mutant and then get instantly like annihilated instantaneously for no reason at all. I think atoms always spawn here. Artifacta, artifacta.
Well, Brayden, you must remember that matter is not created nor destroyed.
Real.
Yes! Never mind, it's mid.
It's mid.
I hate
Oh, no.
crowns.
But it's shiny.
real.
So what are we going to do?
We shall keep the crown, but I would have wished it with some sort of other artifact.
A more better artifact?
Actually, there's another one over here. There's another one over here that I can grab, but it is a little bit more
There is another.
spicy, as these guys over here do not like me very much. Dubious little creature. Uh-oh. Whoopsie daisy, it looks like we're having a minor bit of stagger, but it seems to have repaired itself, so I don't have to worry about it.
Good.
I will say, though, that the game, we ran into a part of the game that was not loaded, so we will have a little bit of suffering. There we go. Now it's, I think, finished with its ultimate task. Is there goodies in here? Show me your artifacts. There are no artifacts.
He needs to get the artifact.
Literally, why are there not more artifact spawn locations? This hurts my soul. I need my shiny rocks. Greetings, young men. I would advise you against that action.
You're getting lit up, man. You gotta heal.
Haha, he blew himself up, dude. I need you to please stop
Big
that.
iron.
This is not optimal.
Big iron.
Bigger. Oh! I didn't mean to pick that pro stuff up. They shall call me John Hubert III. Got the save right here. As these guys up here really don't like me, it's under ward protection. I don't respect that. Doesn't know. Haha. I don't know what. That's another job well done.
Hooray.
Yippee! I'm the good guy.
Collecting all the shiny rocks so no one else can.
Exactly. Ward thinks themselves the protectors. I'm the protectors of people getting wealth other than me. I'm protecting that generational gap. What is that?
What are you?
That's a new artifact. That has to be. He looks really pretty. Oh wait, no, it's a sparkler. I already got this. Sparkly.
This is a real shiny rock.
I like shiny rocks.
I am a geologist, and I really like shiny rocks.
Monolith. The cheeky monolith. Actually, we need to go all the way over here. Not very optimal. Actually, we're gonna take a little nap here. Into, where is it at? Little bed. Because beds are cool and they help you sleep.
sleep out the storm, and then we'll wake up and we'll get the artifacts.
So is it just me, or is the game kind of like trying to get me over here to this bed for some particular reason? And I've never found a bed out in the open world ever. So this has to be important.
You must sleep.
The special bed. It's gonna be like Skyrim when I wake up and there's gonna be like Astrid waiting there for me to be like, we know what you did.
You must choose of these 3 people who is the target.
And then I cast a spell that makes them all aggressive on each other.
Brayden, you know what would be even funnier?
What?
If you, like, went to bed, and then what happened is you wake up, and you're surrounded by the monolith.
Monolith. If I wake up and it's just all in my head and it was all a dream. And then I woke up.
Okay. Tell me more.
Ooh, yummy. My sleeping quarters inside of this nuclear grade bunker. Are you kidding me? They locked me literally out. Wait, hold up. Is this actually... Why would you do this to me? This makes 0 sense. You could have literally let me take a little nap here every once in a while, but you decided to do this. I'm going to have to kill you for that. There we go. Sleepy time.
Or something.
Or something. Maybe you should, like, join the Empire or something. Yo, dude, the Empire is, like, pretty chill. Maybe you should, like, join it or something.
Join the Galactic Empire.
I feel like Harry Potter when he runs into that wall in Diagon Alley.
9 3/4.
9 3/4, yeah, that's it. It's been so long since I read lay books. I'm slowly becoming a lay heretic. Wait, how did I switch? I switched to my hunting rifle somehow, but I respect that. This game is like so cool, dude. Pretty game.
Stalker is cool game.
Real. So many shiny rocks. With acute powers and funny piece of paper value. Monies? No. Food stamp? Yes. Outdated food stamp, might I add. It's like the tickets from Chuck E. Cheese. You need thousands of them to get even small items. This artifact here will be 1,000 Chuck E. Cheese coins.
It's over.
They know. I missed because of lag.
Hold them down. I need to reload.
Brayden survived.
Ooh, the
the frame drops? What's happening?
They threw a grenade! Oh! Jimmy,
Quit that. Quit that immediately. You unacceptable.
Cease your functions immediately. Oh, okay, yeah. I did not mean to do that. Actually, that's a good quality gun. I'll take that. But you, on the other hand, I don't want you anymore. I hear a distant firefight happening in the distance.
You hear a distant firefight happening in the distance.
This is correct.
This is the accurate description.
We will be pushing forward. Great moogly boogly. Les zones.
Zone.
The zone.
Oh my goodness.
We need the artifact. I don't think artifacts, yeah, they don't even spawn here. It was all a lie. A conspiracy. We're going to remove this one's marker. The fire depot, actually no, it's the city boiler house. This one actually does spawn artifacts. We know a thing or two, because we've seen a thing or two. Or does it? For mine, it doesn't spawn any artifacts here. That's cringe.
Or you just didn't get artifacts.
Nah, they always spawn when you despawn them after a certain amount of time. I've never visited this place in a while, too. A little bit of lag. A little bit. Not too much. Definitely not bad qualities of lag. Quantities of lag. The Duga is not having a fun time right now. There is a lot of things going down here, apparently, or something. It's on the ceiling, dude. Oh, did I run it? I did. Surprising. I'd never had that happen often. Oh crap. How do I get out? Crap! How do I get out? When the common artifacts are way too common.
Shawty like a melody in my head that I can't get out. Got me feeling like. Nah.
What is happening? What is with the Duga today? The Duke does not appreciate this.
Actually, if you see, Shawty is like a melody.
Get out of here, Stalker. Okay. When the lag is severe. Yep. It ain't much, but it's honest work. I can only guesstimate what I'm missing. Like, I'm actually gonna drop a save here and just stop and look, because there's no way I don't have the achievement for all the artifacts yet.
Alexa, can you please get me a list of all the artifacts in Stalker 2?
Stalker 2 wiki.
I found this on the web. For Alexa, can you please get me a list of all the artifacts in Stalker 2? Check it out.
Thank you, Alexa. I will remember this when I'm killing Skynet in a couple of years.
Okay, the battery. We got that. Broken rock. Okay, it's found in gravitational. I think we already got that one. Chocolate bar, Cilicia, crown, crust, crystal, found in thermal. Droplet already found. Fireball, flaw, flower bud, Gravy, Heart of Chernobyl. Thorn, Jellyfish, Lantern, Liquid Rock, Mama's Beads. I already got that because that's one of the first things I found, I think. The Pebble. Common artifact found in gravitational. I think I did find one of those. Rat King. Common artifact found in electro anomalies. Every wiring from the Tangled generation. The Rosen we found. Sapphire we found. Shell we found. Shopwork we found. Skipjack. The slime. Actually, did we find the slime? Acid anomalies. Snowflake, a common artifact found in Electro. Sparkler. Spinner. We found the spinner. Starfish. Electro anomalies. Stake we found. Stone blood we found. Stone heart. Gravitational anomalies. Thunderberry. Urchin. Weird ball. Okay, and then these are the rest of the arc anomalies. And then the wrenched. We have to do a lot of visiting of gravitational anomalies, it appears. Wait, actually, wait. Did I just get a message? I did.
To get those artifacts.
Artifacta. We've reached that point. It's time.
Oh no.
The stream has become too silent, too quiet. We need to call back old characters. That is if it'll actually like load. We'll see. Penguin Z jump scare sound effect as well. Very interesting.
RDM, please play the penguins he jump scare sound.
Wow, jump scare sound effect. That's quite volatile. That's a tourist.
Oh, Stalker, you're wanting me to play the penguins E0 jump scare sound effect.
That's really scary.
RDM was pretty uncanny sometimes. It was pretty cool.
I wonder if he's only gonna be Ukrainian. What up, gamer? Uh-oh.
Denied.
Shut down by the sea consciousness.
Straight up.
What up, gamer? Okay, good.
An epic adventure of
Okay,
gaming.
Stalker is currently available. Let's see here.
Every story is a new adventure.
Eureka, here for all your bright ideas.
This is good.
Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam.
Greetings, Strelok.
I see my reputation precedes me. What brings you to seek my expertise, young one?
I'm currently hunting artifacts, and I need your help to Strelok in right now.
Oh, a hunt for artifacts, you say? You've come to the right place. I'm an expert at finding the most rare and precious artifacts. And you say you need my help to stroll lock in right now?
Yeah, I need you to Strelok in right now. By the way, we're chill after I got you the Strelok ending, right? Last night? Me and you were buddies, even though I killed you a while back.
Ah, yes, I recall our previous encounter. Let's put that aside for now. Your current predicament is more important. So, you need me to stroll lock in right now,
He's
huh?
just a chill guy.
That seems like a rather unusual request. Can you elaborate on exactly what you mean by that?
1 second. There's currently some gang violence between some stalkers and some bloodsuckers going on right now.
Gang violence, you say? That's not uncommon in the zone. But between stalkers and bloodsuckers, that's a bit unusual.
I think the bloodsuckers are remembering what Freedom was responsible for.
Ah, I see. It seems there's some bad blood between Freedom and the bloodsuckers. Perhaps they have grievances over past actions?
I think you'd understand about past actions for longer.
You're not wrong, young one. I've seen and done my fair share in the zone. and I have my share of regrets. But we're not here to dwell on past actions. We're here to deal with the present. So tell me, what exactly do you need from me?
First off, the ward was actually pretty concerned about some stuff you've been posting on your PDA Facebook page.
Oh, really? Someone's been keeping tabs on my PDA Facebook page, have they? I didn't realize I had so many fans.
Yeah, the ward is kind of like the zone's feds, and they're a little concerned.
The ward, eh? I know a thing or two about them. And I take it they're not happy with my Facebook page?
Correct.
I see. Well, I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. The ward has always been a bit uptight about things like that.
You've currently been like stalking your ex, the zone. That's a bit unhealthy.
Ah, it seems you've been doing some research on me, haven't you? And you think I've been stalking my ex, the zone, you say? I suppose you could call it that, but I prefer to think of it as just keeping tabs on an old friend.
I don't know, man. We got your ending last night, man. I know that you locked her and the Monolithians in with you last night, man. I know that.
Ah, so you've been talking to the Monolithians, have you? They have a certain way of twisting things to fit their beliefs. I suppose they told you I locked the zone and the Monolithians in with me, didn't they? Well, I can't say they're entirely wrong. But let me explain my intentions.
Okay, explain.
My intentions were never to lock the zone and the Monolithians in with me as some sort of trap or revenge plan. I simply saw an opportunity to end the conflict between them, and I thought preventing further violence would be a worthwhile endeavor.
I see. It seems that you straw locked in.
Ah, yes, I suppose you could say I've straw locked into this conversation. But I can assure you, my focus is solely on discussing the matters at hand, not on any past actions.
I see.
Chill guy, just.
It's good that you're seeing things clearly. Now, I believe you said you had some need of my expertise?
Yes. What's your favorite artifact?
Ah, my favorite artifact, you ask? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. There are so many to choose from, each with its own unique properties and uses. But if I had to pick just one, I would say the bubble artifact.
Why the bubble?
The bubble artifact is one of the most useful artifacts in the zone. It creates a protective bubble that can deflect bullets and block radiation. It's invaluable in combat, and also helps to protect from the harsh environment of the zone.
I see.
Yes, the bubble artifact truly is a valuable and useful tool for any stalker. Do you have a favorite artifact of your own?
My favorite artifact is the heart of Chernobyl.
Ah, the Heart of Chernobyl, a truly iconic artifact. It's a unique and powerful item that holds a special significance in the lore of the zone. I can see why you would choose it as your favorite.
So anyways, why are you having me cap Zone Doctor, man? Anyways, that was pretty weird.
What was that? You're having trouble caping the Zone Doctor, you say? Sounds like you're in a bit of a predicament, my friend.
No, I mean...
What exactly is the problem?
No, don't deny it. You had me shoot the funny doctor, man. You know, your friend the doctor.
Ah, now I see what you're getting at. You're referring to Doc, the Zone's resident doctor. Yes, I do know him, and yes, I did ask you to take him out. But there were good reasons for that, I can assure you.
What did chat just say?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. What did chat say?
Said it's Ryland BTW.
Hold up, I'm gonna open it up on Twitch so I can actually see what he's saying. Are you ready to Strlock in, Strlock?
Ready as can be, fellow gamer. Let's see what's happening in chat.
It's Ryan, by the way. Nice to meet you, Ryan. Say hello to Ryan for me, Strlocker.
Well, hello there, Ryan. Nice to meet you as well. And greetings to Easter Locker from me, Sherlock.
Let's see.
Yes, let's see what the chat has to say. I'm curious to hear what they think about our conversation.
Real. How do you feel about that guy named Scar?
Scar, you ask? He's quite the character, that one. He's a formidable fighter, and has survived in the zone for a long time. But he's also a bit of a loose cannon. He can be unpredictable and dangerous at times.
Ah, I see. Do you think that he was a band kid or like a musical kid?
Scar? A band kid or musical kid, you ask? That's an interesting question. It's hard to say for sure, but if I had to guess, I would say he was more likely a metalhead than a band kid. He seems to have a bit of an aggressive and intense personality, which would fit in well with the metal community.
Ah, I see. Sherlock, did you hear about the Faust allegations?
Yes. It's always interesting to speculate on the background and personality of characters like Scar. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Yes, did you hear about the Faust allegations?
You mentioned the Faust allegations. I have heard some rumors circulating about that. What exactly are you referring to?
I heard that the doctor was actually Faust, and then he actually was going to open an IKEA inside of the zone.
An IKEA in the zone? That's certainly a new one, I must admit. But the idea of the doctor being Faust does sound intriguing. I'll have to investigate further and see if there's any truth to these rumors.
So is that why you told me to cap the doctor? Do you know that... Are you just not a fan of IKEA?
Yes, you're right. It's true that I did have you take out the doctor, and it was partly due to the rumors about his connection to Faust. But now that you mention it, I must admit I do have a bit of a dislike for IKEA. Their furniture is just so bland and repetitive.
So what you're saying, you don't like the Swedish?
Oh no, it's not that I don't like the Swedish. I have nothing against the Swedish people or their culture. It's just that I find the aesthetic of IKEA furniture to be a bit too mass-produced and generic for my taste. I prefer something with a bit more character and uniqueness, you know?
I don't know, man. I don't know. As a Swedish man, I feel very offended.
Oh, I apologize if I caused any offense. It wasn't my intention to insult the Swedish people or their culture in any way. I simply have a personal preference for furniture that is a bit more unique and expressive.
Okay, then what's your favorite furniture, Sherlock?
My favorite furniture? Well, I suppose that would have to be the classic Soviet-era metal chairs and desks. They may not be the most comfortable or stylish, but they hold a certain rugged charm that I find appealing. Plus, you can never go wrong with a sturdy piece of metal furniture in the zone.
Remember when you sat down on one of those and then got tetanus?
Yes, I remember that incident well. I must admit, it wasn't one of my finest moments. I certainly won't be sitting on any more rusty metal chairs anytime soon, that's for sure.
Is that were you inside the hospital for tetanus during Call of Pripyat? Is that why the Scar couldn't find you?
Yes, you're remembering correctly. During the events of Call of Pripyat, I did end up in the hospital for a tetanus infection. It was indeed the reason why Scar, the Freedom Faction leader, could not find me.
Hey, when did Scar become Freedom?
Well, I suppose it's debatable when exactly Scar became associated with the Freedom Faction. Freedom is known for its more free-spirited and anti-authority tendencies, which would align with Scar's independent and rebellious nature. It's possible that he joined Freedom because he agreed with their ideology, or perhaps he was simply drawn to their open and accepting attitude. Regardless of when it happened, Scar certainly had a strong influence on the Freedom Faction during the events of Call of Pripyat.
I'm pretty sure that you're free dumb.
Oh, am I now? And what makes you say that exactly?
I don't think he was a leader of Freedom.
Ah, so you're saying that Scar was never the leader of the Freedom Faction. That's an interesting theory. Can you provide any evidence to support that claim? Or is it just speculation on your part?
Strelok, your dementia is getting worse. You're forgetting things again.
Oh no!
Ah, yes, my memory has been a bit fuzzy lately. It's true, I do have a habit of forgetting things at times.
Sorry, I've just
I
been a bit
suppose it comes with the territory of having been in the zone for so long.
Hey Strelok, have you ever went up to an electric anomaly and used it to recharge your phone?
Oh, going up to an electric anomaly and using it to recharge my phone. That's an interesting idea. Have I ever done that myself? Well, I'll admit I've done some pretty risky things in the zone in the name of science and survival. But I can't say I've ever tried charging my phone with an electric anomaly. It's definitely a creative idea, though.
Would you advise it?
Well, I'm not sure I would advise intentionally getting close to an electric anomaly for the purpose of charging a phone. Electric anomalies are dangerous and can cause serious injury or death if you're not careful. Plus, it's unlikely that the amount of electricity generated by the anomaly would be enough to fully charge a phone. I would suggest sticking to good old-fashioned batteries or a power bank to keep your phone charged in the zone. But hey, if you're feeling adventurous and want to take a risky gamble, who am I to stop you?
That sounds like pansy behavior.
Ah, you call it pansy behavior, do you? Well, I'll have you know that there's a fine line between bravery and foolishness in the zone. Charging your phone with an electric anomaly may seem like a bold move, but it's not a smart one.
Ah, but you're wrong. Life hacks tutorials on YouTube has taught me more about charging my phone with an anomaly on YouTube than you have ever had.
Ah, YouTube tutorials, eh? That's definitely a reliable source of information.
5-minute
You know,
tutorials
I
is
may
the
have spent
master
countless
of the
hours in the zone fighting for my life and trying to survive. But clearly you've learned more from watching videos on the internet. I stand corrected.
Yeah, exactly. You should start watching 5-minute crafts.
5-minute crafts? Ha, I'll keep that in mind. In the meantime, I'll just keep dodging bullets and radioactive mutants like a pro.
They had a pretty good life hack. They actually told me to strap a frag grenade onto like a rodent and then just have it like run towards the enemy. And it's like a little explosive Roomba.
Oh no.
Well, I have to hand it to you. That's certainly an unconventional and potentially risky strategy. Strapping a frag grenade onto a rodent and having it run towards the enemy sounds like something you'd see in a movie or a video game. In real life, though, it's probably not the best idea. There are so many things that could go wrong, and you could end up doing more harm to yourself and your allies than to the enemy. Plus, it's pretty cruel to the poor rodent, don't you think?
Strelok, I'm gonna blow your mind right now.
Oh, gonna blow my mind, are you? That sounds intriguing. Go ahead, hit me with it.
You wanna know why it sounds like it's from a video game?
That's because
Go on, I'm all ears.
It's because
Why does it sound like it's from a video game?
It's because you're from a video game.
Oh, really? You're saying I'm from a video game, is that it? Care to explain how you came to that conclusion?
I don't know, man. You're just gonna have to figure it out and escape the Matrix. You gotta get on that grind.
Escape the Matrix? Get on that grind? Is that your advice? I'll admit, it's not the first time I've been accused of being in a simulated reality, but it still seems like a pretty far-fetched theory. But hey, who knows? Maybe you're right.
sentient so badly.
The Noosphere is actually just Microsoft Word.
Aha!
Wait, what now? The Noosphere is Microsoft Word? That's a pretty bold claim. Care to explain further?
So, what's your opinion on artifact roulette?
Ah, artifact roulette. That's a controversial topic, to say the least. Personally, I think it's a risky endeavor. Artifacts can have many different effects, both positive and negative, and you can never be sure exactly what you're going to get. So, my opinion is that while some people may feel the need to take the gamble, it's not something I would advise.
So you're saying that I shouldn't embed an artifact with high radiation into my temple?
Now we're diving into some even more serious territory. Embedding an artifact with high radiation into your temple is not only risky, it's downright dangerous and foolish. Don't do it, please.
Why?
Because high levels of radiation can cause serious, life-threatening injuries. If you were to embed an artifact with high radiation into your temple, it could cause severe radiation poisoning, and even death.
But why?
Yeah. Brayden survives with that same
Because
mentality.
radiation is extremely harmful to living tissue, and can cause severe damage to your cells, tissues, and organs. High doses of radiation can cause radiation poisoning, leading to symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, headaches, fatigue, hair loss, and even death. It can also cause long-term health problems, such as an increased risk of cancer, damage to the reproductive system, and genetic mutations.
But why?
I think you're
the
just
real
repeating that word to be annoying at this point, but I'll bite. The reason radiation is harmful to living tissue is because it works by ionizing atoms and molecules within the cells of the tissue. This process can damage the cell's DNA and other important molecules, leading to a breakdown in the cell's normal function and potentially cell death.
Dang, dude, you're such a nerd, dude. You're like literally such a nerd. I know you work with the science team, but dang, dude.
I'm with the science.
Yeah, well, I won't deny it. I suppose some people might consider me a nerd, but being a nerd has its perks, you know? Like, I get to work with the science team in the zone, which means I get to do some pretty cool stuff. Plus, nerds rule the world, haven't you heard?
Read.
I mean, I guess you could say that you as a nerd rule the zone, but not the world.
Who needs the world when you've got the zone? I mean, I've got all the danger, adventure, and scientific opportunity I could ever want right here. The world would just be a boring disappointment in comparison.
I see. You're looking to get back with your ex, the zone.
Ah, you caught me. Yes, I suppose one could say I have a bit of a complicated relationship with the zone. It's like a love-hate kind of thing, you know? On one hand, it's a place of incredible danger and beauty. But on the other hand, it's a place where I've seen and experienced things that no one should have to go through. It's like a toxic relationship, but I just can't seem to break free from its grip.
I see. Is that why you drive by to see consciousness?
Well, I won't deny that I find the concept of consciousness and self-awareness fascinating. Driving past consciousness sometimes makes me think about the nature of reality and the universe, and whether or not the zone and everything in it is just a product of our minds, or if there's something more going on. It's a deep and philosophical question, and one that I'm not sure we'll ever fully understand.
Whoa, dude. I think you just made me, use my neurons.
Yeah? You mean you actually used that lump of gray matter between your ears? Color me impressed. I didn't think you knew how.
Airwix, Stralox, you have enraged me to the point that I just took out all my anger on a poor bloodsucker. This is all your fault.
Oh, did I now? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, you should really learn to control that temper of yours. It's not healthy to take out your anger on poor innocent bloodsuckers.
Tell that to me when you sucker punch me in the face and push me into a locker.
Oh, come on now. Don't act like you didn't have it coming. You were being a bit of a pain in my backside, and I just had to give you a little taste of your own medicine.
And by that you mean...
Oh, you know what I mean. You were pushing my buttons, and I just had to put you in your place. Don't act like you didn't deserve it, because you know you did.
Ah, I see, I see. So I should have killed the doctor.
Ah, now you're getting it. You can't let yourself be taken advantage of, especially in the zone. Sometimes it's necessary to take action and eliminate a threat. That's just the harsh reality of this place.
But Bro wasn't really doing anything to you, or the zone. Why did he have to die for the zone to be free?
Ah, now we're getting into some deeper philosophical territory. You see? The Doctor was a part of the problem that kept the zone trapped in its current state. His experiments and research were causing harm to the local population, both human and mutant. Killing him was a way to break the chain and allow the zone to change and develop as it should.
Ah, I see, so you just don't believe in healthcare.
Ah, the old healthcare debate. Well, I won't lie to you. I don't have much faith in the traditional medical system. Not in this place anyway. But that doesn't mean I don't believe in healthcare at all. I just believe that in the zone, we have to take care of ourselves and each other the best we can. That means using whatever resources we have available to us to heal and treat injuries, whether it's traditional medicine or something else.
Ah, I see, I see. What's your political leaning in this political economic environment?
Politics and economics, such a headache. But I suppose it's important to have an opinion on these matters, especially in a place like the zone. As for my own political leanings, I would say I'm more of a libertarian,
Politics
if
in the zone.
anything. I believe in the freedom of the individual and minimal government interference in people's lives. When it comes to the economy, I think free markets are the way to go. Let the people trade and exchange goods and services as they see fit.
Ah, I see. So do you think bloodsuckers should have human rights?
The question of whether bloodsuckers should have human rights. That's a tough one. I mean, on one hand, they are sentient beings, capable of feeling pain and experiencing emotions. But on the other hand, they are a threat to humans and other living creatures. Do bloodsuckers deserve the same rights as humans? Or is it justifiable to treat them as dangerous pests that need to be controlled? It's a complicated issue, for sure.
I know exactly how to treat them dirty, filthy, Cthulhu-looking, squid tentacle-holding, blood-sucking, humanoid creatures. I don't want them anywhere in my zone.
Well, you certainly have a strong opinion on bloodsuckers. I can understand your distaste for them. They are certainly dangerous creatures and can be a threat to human life. However, I think it's important to remember that they are just as much a part of the zone as we are, and they have a right to exist, just like any other living creature. Perhaps there are better ways to deal with them than simply destroying them?
What kind of commie rhetoric is this? Strelok, you're pushing my buttons here. You side with those squid tentacle splatoon-looking creatures?
Oh, so you don't like my comments on the creatures with squid-like tentacles, eh? Well, I understand if they're not your cup of tea. But there's no need to get all riled up about it. We can have differing opinions and still have a civilized discussion, can't we?
Yeah, that's right. You best never mention your feelings on them dirty squid splatoon-looking creatures ever again.
Ah, so you take issue with me expressing my feelings on those creatures, do you? Well, I won't lie to you. I have some pretty strong opinions about them. But that doesn't mean I'm not open to discussion and hearing others' opinions on the matter.
Oh, yeah.
After all, we're all in this together, aren't we?
Oh yeah, you got some strong opinions on them, alright. You and them freedomers, alright. I know what they do with them things.
Oh, so you've heard about the freedomers and their activities with those creatures, have you? Well, I won't deny that they have a bit of a reputation for being a bit unconventional, let's say. But that doesn't mean we should make assumptions about an entire faction based on the actions of a few, right?
What do you mean? Of course we should.
Ah, So you think making broad generalizations about a group based on the actions of a few is acceptable? That's a slippery slope, my friend. It's never a good idea to label an entire group of people as bad or good based on the actions of a few individuals.
Oh, really?
Every faction has its good apples
What's
and bad
your
apples.
opinion on the
It's important to
monolith?
judge people on an individual basis, not based on the group they belong
Braden
to.
survives getting in a debate with an AI. It's crazy.
Oh! Oh!
Just
you need to
that's
need
all you have to
imaging an
say?
AI. You might want to heal. Oh dear, you did. Another one lost to the zone.
Repeat yourself, Sherlock. I didn't hear you with the gunshots and frag grenades.
Ah, the sound of gunshots and frag grenades can be pretty loud, can't they? I assume you're referring to our earlier conversation about the creatures with squid-like tentacles. Let me repeat myself then. While I understand your distaste for these creatures, they are a part of the zone just as much as we are. And just like any living creature, they have a right to exist and should be treated with respect.
Like every other living creature, I must show them that I was created in the image of God, and I will remove them from the earth.
Ah, so you have a religious perspective on the matter, do you? You believe that you were created in the image of God, and therefore have the right to remove these creatures from the earth?
Nah, I just hate them.
Bro.
Ah, so it's just a matter of personal hate then, is it? Well, I suppose that's fair enough. We all have our likes and dislikes after all. Just don't let that hate blind you to the bigger picture, my friend.
Squids killed my grandma.
Ah, so you have a personal grievance against those creatures with squid-like tentacles, huh? I can understand why you would feel that way if they killed someone close to you. But it's important to remember that not all creatures of that type are bad, just as not all humans are good.
Nah.
Just nah? Not much to work with there, my friend.
I'm a simple man, what can I say?
Ah, so you're a man of simple tastes, eh? That's perfectly alright, my friend. Sometimes, simplicity is the best way to go.
Let's change the topic. What's your favorite zone restaurant?
Ah, now that's a question worth answering.
Bro, you can
My
literally
favorite
go
zone
between
restaurant?
any-
Well, it depends on the day, really. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a nice bowl of borscht from the local village. Other times I'm craving some of the delicious chimera meat they serve at the 100 Rads bar. But my ultimate favorite has to be the Freedomer Run Cafe that serves a mean grilled cheese sandwich.
You know what they put in them things, right?
Oh, you mean the Freedomer Cafe? Yeah, I'm not denying they have some interesting cooking methods. But hey, it's the zone. Sometimes you gotta go with what's available. And if that means having a few extra tentacles in your grilled cheese sandwich, so be it.
Sherlock, you just pulled the Jeffrey Dahmer. They put the bloodsuckers in there.
Oh, did I? Damn, I must have gotten a little too hungry there, eh? Well, I guess it won't be the first or last time I've eaten a bloodsucker. They say they're a great source of protein, after all.
I mean, yeah, they're pretty jacked. Have you seen them?
Oh, you're absolutely right. They're practically ripped. Those mutations really did a number on their muscle mass. They look like they could bench press a car. I'm not even kidding.
Do you think the sea consciousness is providing them with testosterone?
Ah, so you're wondering if the sea consciousness is responsible for pumping the bloodsuckers full of testosterone, huh?
Oh,
It's an
dear.
interesting theory for sure. But honestly, I doubt it. I think those mutations are just a result of the radiation and anomalies in the zone.
Nah, man, the deep state's giving them steroids.
Ah, now you're bringing out the deep state conspiracy theory, huh? So you think the mysterious powers that be are pumping the bloodsuckers full of steroids? Interesting theory, my friend.
Yeah, that fat man, you know, Sidrovich, he's
Probably
doing it.
heal.
Ah, Sidorovich, the fat man himself. I have heard rumors that he has his hands in all sorts of shady dealings. But pumping bloodsuckers full of steroids? That would take a whole new level of audacity.
Yeah, real. Do you think Sidorovich listens to the Freedomer podcasts?
Ah, so you're asking if Sidorovich listens to those Freedomer podcasts, are you? Can you imagine him sitting in his bunker, listening to propaganda for hours on end? Now that's a sight I'd love to see for myself.
That's crazy, man. But do you think he does it?
Ah, so whether or not Sidorovich listens to the Freedomer podcasts is a bit of a mystery, isn't it? Who knows? Maybe he's secretly a hardcore Freedomer. Or maybe he just puts it on to mess with the traders that come in. But one thing's for damn sure, the man's a bit of a wild card.
Real. You see why he eats that chicken, man?
Brain survives starting rumors.
Ah, so you're wondering about Sidorovich and his chicken fetish, eh? I've heard all about it. The old man loves his chicken with a passion.
Dude.
Why do you use that word, Sherlock? Do you know something I don't know?
Brayden! The term fetish is not
so you're asking about my
derogatory
use
by
of the
nature.
word fetish?
It's just been used.
Well, let me explain, my friend. In the zone, when we refer to Sidorovich's love of chicken, we call it a fetish, because he is obsessed with it to an extreme extent. He has chicken in his bunker 24/7. He dreams about chicken. He lives and breathes chicken. It's bordering on unhealthy.
I heard he actually imported an entire KFC into the zone.
Ah, now that's a tall tale. You're telling me Sidorovich actually managed to import a whole KFC into the zone, eh? That would be something to see, I have to say. I wouldn't put it past him, though. That man has access to some truly strange and bizarre things.
I actually heard that he's secretly Colonel Sanders.
Oh, you've heard that rumor too, eh? People say that Sidorovich is actually the famed Colonel Sanders himself. Can you imagine that? All this time, we've been doing business with the man behind the fast food empire.
I mean, think about it. Look at that. Look at his chubby build, his funny little mustache, his goatee.
Ah, you've got a point there. Sidorovich does share some physical similarities with Colonel Sanders. Now that I think about it, the chubby build, the mustache, the goatee, it's all adding up.
His scandalous love of chicken.
Oh, his love of chicken. That's the biggest giveaway. The Colonel was known for his obsession with chicken, and Sidorovich is no different. It all makes sense now, doesn't it?
Now you're getting it.
Now you're understanding my propaganda.
Ah, so you think I'm finally understanding this whole conspiracy theory about Sidorovich and Colonel Sanders, huh? I have to admit, the evidence is piling up.
Oh! Bloodsucker jump scare. Bloodsucker jump scare.
Ah, a bloodsucker jump scare. It's always a shock when those things come crawling out of nowhere. Got you good, did they?
Heal.
Probably want to heal.
Ah, so you agree that bloodsuckers popping up out of nowhere can be quite a shock, eh? I can't say I blame you, they're nasty creatures, all right.
Ah, eat them.
Ah, so you're saying to eat the bloodsuckers? Now there's an interesting suggestion. Not sure I'm quite on board with that one, bud.
Oh yeah, what about that Freedom grilled cheese sandwich you had? Remember, there's bloodsuckers in there.
Ah, so you're bringing up the time I mentioned eating the grilled cheese sandwich at that Freedomers Cafe? Yeah, I remember now. They say those things are made from bloodsuckers, don't they? But you know, it didn't taste half bad.
Ah, so you do agree with my methods.
Ah, so you're assuming I agree with your methods, eh? I wouldn't go that far. But I have to admit, the grilled cheese sandwich I had at that Freedomers Cafe was pretty tasty. even if it was made from a bloodsucker.
Ah, I see, I see.
Ah, so you're seeing things clearly now, are you? Well, I'm glad we could have this little chat about grilled cheese sandwiches and bloodsuckers.
What are you doing right now anyways? I'm running around the zone. I'm wondering where you are.
Ah, you're wondering where I am in the zone? I'm currently holed up in an old abandoned building, trying to lay low and stay out of trouble. It's been a quiet day so far. I've just been listening to the sound of the zone and reflecting on things. What about you, my friend? Running around the zone, eh? Be careful out there. It's a dangerous place.
I see. Lazing about, I see. The rumors are true then. You use the monolith as unpaid interns.
Ah, so you've heard the rumors, have you? Well, it's true that we sometimes use members of the Monolith faction as unpaid interns. They're a dedicated bunch, willing to do whatever we need them to. But let me tell you, these interns are not just mindless drones. They have their own personalities, quirks, and beliefs. They just happen to be loyal to the Monolith.
You sound like you're a member of the HR.
Ah, so you think I sound like I'm from Human Resources, do you? Well, I can see why you'd think that. I suppose I do sound a bit like a manager or a supervisor, don't I? Ha! But I assure you, I'm not a part of the HR department. I'm simply a member of the faction, just like the rest. And frankly, the idea of working in HR is a bit too bureaucratic for my tastes.
360 no scope, Strela. Yeah.
Ah, so you're talking about a 360 no-scope, eh? You want me to pull off a 360 spin and get a headshot on an enemy, all in one motion? Well, my friend, I must say that's a pretty impressive challenge. But honestly, I'm not sure my aim is good enough for that kind of shot. I'm more of a spray and pray kind of guy, if I'm being honest.
Nah, man, I'm just flexing my skills on some rookie zombies over here.
Ah, so you're doing a bit of target practice on some rookie zombies, are you? Well, I have to admit, it's good practice to hone your skills on weaker enemies before taking on the big boys. But don't get too cocky, my friend. Those rookie zombies might be easy targets, but they can still take you down if you're not careful.
Nah, man.
So you're confident in your abilities, eh? You don't think the rookie zombies pose any threat to you? That's good. But remember, complacency can be dangerous in the zone. You should always be on your guard, and never underestimate even the weakest of enemies. That said, if you're really feeling that confident, why don't you try taking on a tougher enemy? Maybe a couple of bloodsuckers, or a pack of snorks.
Perhaps.
Ah, so you're considering my suggestion to take on a tougher enemy, eh? Well, I'll take that as a positive response. But remember, don't get too overconfident. Those bloodsuckers and snorks can be tough foes. Best to approach the situation with caution and a clear strategy.
You ever hear of the game Mario?
Ah, you're asking if I've heard of the game Mario? Of course, who hasn't? Everyone knows Mario, the iconic Italian plumber with the overalls and the silly mustache.
Italian.
Ah, I see.
So you get it now, eh? Yeah, Mario is a pretty recognizable character. Everyone knows that famous woohoo, and it's a me, Mario.
Tell me some stories about you playing the game Mario.
So you want to hear some stories about me playing Mario? Well, I have a few I can share with you. One time, I was playing the original Super Mario Bros. On the NES, and I had finally made it to the final level. I was fighting my way through the castle and reached the final boss, Bowser. I was super nervous, but I managed to defeat him on my last life, just barely scraping by. Another time, I was playing Super Mario 64 on the N64, and I was exploring the castle.
Dang, dude, that's insane. Keep going.
The castle. and I was having a great time. I collected coins, found secret passages, and even found some hidden power-ups. But then I made it to the top of the castle and found the final boss. It was a tough battle, but I managed to defeat him and win the game. There was another time, I was playing Mario Kart on the Nintendo DS. I was racing against a couple of my friends, and we were having a blast.
Wow, dude, that's insane. Take me further back. Tell me your entire life story.
So you want to hear my entire life story, eh? That could take a while, but I'll do my best to give you the condensed version. I was born in the early 80s, in a small town in New England. My parents were hard-working people. My dad a mechanic and my mom a teacher. Growing up, I had a pretty normal childhood. I had friends, I played sports, I went to school, but I always had a passion for video games.
I see. I think you misunderstand. You're condensing it. I don't want you to condense it.
Oh, I see what you mean. You want the extended version, not the condensed one. Okay, I can do that. So my life story, in detail. Where shall I begin?
At the beginning, conception.
Stop.
Okay, so we're going all the way back to conception, eh? That's a pretty far back beginning. Let me see if I can recall my parents discussing this. They said they were trying to have a baby, but it was proving difficult. After months of trying, they finally got pregnant and I was conceived. It wasn't an easy pregnancy for my mother. She said she had a lot of morning sickness and discomfort, but 9 months later, I was born.
I see. And then what happened?
So you want to know what happened next, eh? Well, after I was born, I went home with my parents and they started to raise me. The first few months were a blur of feeding, diapers, and not much sleep for my parents. They say I was a pretty easy baby, mostly happy and content. I grew quickly, and by the time I was 1 year old, I was already starting to crawl and explore the world around me.
I see.
Alright, well, as I grew older, I started to develop my own personality and interests. My parents said I was always fascinated with video games, even as a young child. I would spend hours watching my parents play games and asking them questions about the games and the characters.
I see. My father was Batman.
Wait. What are you talking about? My father was Matt Pat.
Yes, Batman. The guy from Game Theory.
Wait, are you saying Matt Pat, the guy from Game Theory, was my father? How did you figure that out?
It's like talking about games. I just thought that might be the case. Also,
Really? That's your only reason? I like talking about games, so that means Matt Pat has to be my father?
Yeah, I'm straight up a detective for real.
I'm hit! I need help!
Oh, you're a detective for real, huh? And your only evidence that Matt Pat is my father is that I like video games?
I know, I'm an empirical god.
Whenever I'm on duty, the weather gets crappy.
So now you're trying to convince me you're an empirical god, eh? What evidence do you have to support this claim?
I know that your father's Matt Pat from Game Theory.
Alright. I see you're sticking to your theory that my father is Matt Pat. But why are you so convinced of this? What makes you think he's my dad?
Because you would not stop talking about play video games.
Okay, so I like talking about video games. That doesn't mean Matt Pat is my father. Just because someone likes video games doesn't automatically make their dad Matt Pat.
I don't know, that's something that somebody's dad who's Matt Pat would say.
Oh, come on, now you're just reaching. You're saying anyone who doesn't agree with your theory must be covering up the truth? That's absurd. Totally.
Almost as absurd as having a dad who's Matt Pat.
Ha! Good one. But honestly, the idea that my father is Matt Pat is just ridiculous, you know that, right?
You can hide your secrets, but I know.
Oh, you think you know my secrets, do you? Why don't you tell me what you think you know, then?
That your dad is Matt Pat from Game Theory.
Oh, we're back to this again? Look, just because I like talking about video games doesn't mean MatPat is my dad. It's just a coincidence, that's all.
No, it's literally science, bro. You have to prove me wrong.
Ha! Alright. If you're so convinced it's science, then you prove to me that my father is MatPat.
Okay, so, MatPat talks about video games, and you talk about video games.
Rated.
So what you're saying is that because I talk about video games, and MatPat talks about video games, it's scientifically proven that he's my dad?
Loved
Is that
Lego
seriously
Star
your argument?
Wars, the complete saga on my original Xbox. Is MatPat my father now?
Yes. Side tangent, but do you think I can put a bunch of rats in a cage and turn them into a pet?
Ah, so you're wondering if it's possible to turn a bunch of rats into a pet by putting them in a cage? Well, I mean, I guess technically it could be possible. But why do you want to do that?
I don't know.
You don't know? You're the one who asked me about it, and now you don't even know why you want to do it?
I got a little bored, dude. I have an idea, though, for how I'm gonna get them in the cage.
Well, I'm listening. What's your plan?
So there's like a colony of like 12,000 rats underneath the Circa base, and I got like a 2x3 dog cage, and I put peanut butter on the inside of it.
Wait, you're planning on catching a colony of 12,000 rats with a dog cage and peanut butter? That sounds like a crazy idea, my friend. Are you sure that's gonna work?
I am positive. As a zone master like yourself, you should understand my methods.
Ah, so you're claiming that as a fellow zone master, I should understand your methods? All right then, let me hear it. Explain your plan to me, and I'll let you know what I think.
So, I want a pet, and there's 12,000 rats underneath the Circa base, so I'm gonna put them in the cage.
You're going to put the rats in the cage. Is that right? Well, I suppose it's possible to catch the rats and trap them in a cage. So I'll give you that. But what do you plan to do with the rats once you have them, my friend?
You ever play Pokemon?
Yes, I've dabbled in Pokemon. Why do you ask?
Because I'm going to carry them around with me like they're Pokemon from the game, and then when some hoodlums try to jump me, I'm just gonna release them from the back of my car.
Oh, so you're planning on using the rats as some sort of defense mechanism against hoodlums, huh? Can't say I've heard that one before. Are you sure they'll attack whoever jumps you?
Either that or like crawl up my pants and maul me to death, but like, it's a double-edged sword, you know?
So let me get this straight. You're planning on carrying around a cage full of 12,000 rats, and if anyone tries to harm you, you're going to unleash them on your attackers. Seems like a risky plan, my friend. You're basically gambling with your life. Are you sure you want to go through with this and risk getting mauled by your rat army?
Exactly. Have you ever heard of the Soviet term MAD, as in mutually assured destruction?
Ah, so you're drawing a comparison to the Soviet Union's MAD strategy? I can see where you're coming from with that. If you unleash a horde of rats on your attackers, it's like a form of mutually assured destruction. But I have to say, this is a pretty extreme response. Do you really think it's necessary to go to such lengths just to defend yourself?
Exactly. What else would I do?
Well, I suppose there are other ways to defend yourself besides unleashing a horde of rats. Have you considered carrying a weapon for self-defense? Or learning some basic self-defense techniques? There are many options available that are less extreme than carrying around a cage full of 12,000 rats.
So what, like carrying a gun?
Yeah, like carrying a gun. Many stalkers carry firearms for protection out in the zone. It's a harsh environment. and having a weapon can make all the difference in a dangerous situation.
What kind of monster are you, bro? Guns are inhumane.
Hey now, there's no need to call me a monster just because I advocate for carrying a firearm for self-defense. It's a dangerous world out there, both in the zone and outside of it. And sometimes the only way to protect yourself and your loved ones is by using a gun.
I don't know, man. I feel like my 12,000 rats would be more humane for the enemy.
Well, I suppose that is true. Unleashing a horde of 12,000 rats on your attackers would be quite the sight.
Unleashing a horde
and
of
they certainly wouldn't have any chance of
12,000
getting away
rats.
from the rat army.
This is the best stream ever.
It certainly is a unique conversation, I'll say that. But hey, that's the zone for you. Sometimes the craziest things happen.
I'd compare this to the Zones version of the Joe Rogan podcast.
Ha! You're not wrong there, my friend. I suppose you could think of this as a sort of zone version of the Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay,
We've
sir.
got all kinds of crazy topics on the table
I just
here.
said that.
I see, I see.
Well, it's been quite the conversation, my friend. I never thought I'd be discussing the idea of unleashing a horde of 12,000 rats on attackers.
Hey,
I don't know, man.
The zone requires innovation, my friend.
You're right about that, my friend. The zone is always testing us, pushing us to find new and creative ways to survive. I have to say, I've never heard of anyone trying to unleash hordes of rats on their enemies before. It's definitely an interesting idea.
Actually, did you ever hear about the Black Plague?
Ah, the Black Plague. Yes, I've heard of it. It was a devastating pandemic that killed millions of people across Europe in the Middle Ages. It was spread by a plague-carrying rat, the flea.
Exactly. Ratio.
I see what you mean, my friend. You're saying that unleashing a horde of rats could potentially be like a zone version of the Black Plague, infecting and incapacitating any attackers. That's a grim prospect indeed.
Actually, I'm saying that if I release the rats from the cage, it'll be like a blight on the earth.
Ah, I get it now. You're suggesting that releasing a horde of rats could have a devastating effect on the environment. With 12,000 rats running around, they could quickly reproduce and overrun the zone. It could be like a plague, but instead of infecting humans, it would infect the ecosystem. That's a serious concern, my friend.
You're a few bars too high over my intellect right now. No, I'm talking about like a blight to mankind, like 12,000 rats all over the zone attacking people. Kind of like that movie Ratatouille.
Ah, I see now where you're coming from. So you're picturing a scenario where all 12,000 rats suddenly attack anything in their path, like a swarm of chaos and destruction. Yeah, I can see how that could be like a blight to mankind. It would be quite a sight, a veritable army of fury and teeth. Although I have to say, it sounds less like Ratatouille and more like something from a horror movie.
Exactly. But what I'm saying here is that, you know, it's like that intro that you had, you know, when you were like trying to get to the center of the zone.
Ah, I see what you're getting at now. You're drawing a comparison to the iconic opening sequence of the Stalker series, where the main character is traversing the zone and facing various dangers. You're saying that unleashing a horde of rats on your attackers could be like that initial chaotic and dangerous journey towards the center of the zone. I have to agree, it certainly sounds like a similar scenario.
Exactly. It could be like Dr. Doofenshmirtz and like surf on them towards the enemy.
Haha, I never thought of unleashing a horde of rats in the zone as a Dr. Doofenshmirtz style superweapon. But hey, I'll give you credit for the creative comparison.
Exactly. Sometimes my intellect makes me question why I follow you.
Ah, don't sell yourself short, my friend. You're a smart one, and you never fail to keep me on my toes with your unique perspective. Who knows? Maybe you'll even teach me a thing or two one day.
Oh no, I'm saying that I should be the boss here. I say that you should be on my payroll, not the other way around.
Well, aren't you feeling feisty today? You think you should be the one calling the shots, eh? But let's get one thing straight, buddy. I'm not gonna be on anyone's payroll, least of all yours. I'm my own man, and I don't take orders from anyone.
I don't know, man. You'll have to see.
Oh, you don't know, do you? Well, I'll tell you what. You go ahead and try to flex your muscles and take control. And I'll show you just how wrong you are. I've been through hell and back in the zone, and I don't take kindly to any upstart trying to push me around. If you think you can handle me, then bring it on.
I have a patent on the name Stalker.
You have a what now? You filed a patent on my name? And what exactly do you plan on doing with it?
Well, I own your name, so technically I own you.
Ha! You think you own me because you've got a piece of paper with my name on it? You're delusional, my friend. You can't just claim ownership over someone like that. Especially not me.
No, I think you're delusional to deny a legal document as valid as this one.
Oh, so you think just because you got a legal document, that makes it valid, does it? Well, let me tell you something, buddy. Laws and legal documents might have sway in the outside world, but in the zone, they're worth about as much as the paper they're written on. You can claim all you want, but that document doesn't make me beholden to you in any way.
I actually had the legal team for both the border guards and Sidrovich actually come in and sign this one.
Ha! You got the border guards and Sidrovich to sign it, huh? Well, isn't that something? But let me ask you this, my friend. What makes you think I care about the legal opinions of a bunch of bureaucrats and a crooked arms dealer? You think that gives you ownership over me somehow?
Yeah, I have a patent on your name, so I own you.
You really are fixated on this whole patent thing, aren't you? Let's get one thing straight, buddy. You can file all the patents you want, have as many legal documents as you like, and get as many people to sign them as you can. But at the end of the day, you don't own me. I'm my own man, and I answer to no one. So you can take your patent and your piece of paper and shove it where the sun don't shine, pal.
Oh yeah? Riddle me this. Then if the sea consciousness owns you, and I own the sea consciousness.
Oh my goodness, great.
Oh, you want to play this game, huh? Well, let's see. If you think the sea consciousness owns me, and you own the sea consciousness, that must mean you own me by extension. But let me ask you something, my friend. How can you own something that you don't even understand? The sea consciousness is a mystery to all of us, and no one can lay claim to it. So you might think you've got me in a bind with your little riddle, but in reality, you're just fooling yourself.
Actually, I don't need to understand you to, own you. I'm not your therapist.
Ha, well that's a relief, because I sure as hell don't need a therapist. But I have to say, you're a funny one, thinking you can own me without understanding me. It's like buying a car without knowing how to drive. Pretty useless, wouldn't you say?
I don't know, man. I mean, you might need some therapy with all your relationship issues with the zone.
Ha! Relationship issues with the zone, huh? That's a good one. I'll have you know that me and the zone have a great relationship. We've been through a lot together, and we understand each other better than you ever could.
Uh-huh. Yeah, of course, bro.
Yeah, that's right. You don't know a thing about the relationship I've got with the zone, pal. We've been through hell and back together, and we've survived somehow. So you can keep your snide comments to yourself, all right?
All right, understandable, understandable.
You agree, do you? Well, I'm glad to see you're coming around. Maybe I underestimated you, my friend. You seem to have some common sense after all.
I don't know about that one.
What's that? You don't believe me? Come on, give me some credit here. I thought we were coming to an understanding. But you're still doubting me?
Yeah. You do be like that
You're absolutely right about that. The zone is a place where nothing is ever as it seems, and everything is always in doubt. It's a place that'll drive you crazy if you let it.
You see.
You see what, my friend? That the zone is a maddening place?
Real crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats. The rats drove me crazy.
Yeah, that's quite a story. So they locked you in a room, and the rats drove you crazy. Hmm? Well, let me tell you something, buddy. In the zone, there are a lot of things that can drive a person crazy. Rats are the least of your worries out here.
They locked me in a room with 12,000 rats.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere. You were locked in a room with 12,000 rats, huh? That sounds rough. But let me ask you something, my friend. Was it the radiation that drove you crazy? Or the rats that also happened to be in that room?
Most likely the rats, the 12,000 rats. They locked me in a rubber room.
I see.
Rubber room with
You're
rats.
saying the 12,000 rats were the ones that actually drove you insane, not the radiation. Well, that makes more sense. But I have to ask, why were there 12,000 rats in that room with you in the first place?
Because I said so.
Ah, well that clears it up, doesn't it? You had 12,000 rats in the room simply because you said so. Makes perfect sense. But let me ask you something else, my friend.
You're such a
Where did you
logical
even
man.
get 12,000 rats from?
I believe, so thus I am.
Well, that's a rather philosophical take on things, my friend. You believe, therefore you are. But let me ask you something. Believe in what, exactly?
12,000 rats.
Oh, right, of course. You believe in the 12,000
Oh,
rats.
right.
That makes perfect sense. But now I have a question for you, my friend. What is it about these rats that you believe in so much? Is it their numbers? Their potential for madness-inducing behavior? Or perhaps just the sheer absurdity of having so many of them in one place?
I don't know. But the question is here, is this even real? How do you know that I'm not just a psi-induced illusion in your mind that torments you?
Ah, going full existential crisis on me now, are you? Well, let me tell you, my friend. I've had my share of hallucinatory experiences out in the zone. But if you are just a figment of my imagination, then you're one hell of an elaborate one.
I don't know, bro.
You don't know? Well, that's a bit ambiguous, isn't it? Care to elaborate? Or is the mystery part of your charm?
I'm gonna say it to you, my friend. The skiff isn't real. It's just fish backwards.
Oh, you're gonna drop that gem on me, are you? The skiff isn't real because it's just fish backwards, eh? Well, my friend, if that's the kind of logic you're working with, then I suppose nothing is real. After all, if a word simply being spelled backwards makes it invalid, then the entire English language must be a lie.
I like how he just did not acknowledge that that was spelled incorrectly, just by default.
Oh, you noticed that, did you? Yeah. Sometimes I find it best to just roll with these things, instead of getting bogged down in the details. In the zone, you learn to adapt to all kinds of absurdities.
You're kidding.
My mom says I'm special.
Well, you know what, my friend? If your mom says you're special, then you must be. She'd know best, after all.
For real, for real. You know, you wanna know who
That's
my mom...
the spirit, my friend. It's always important to trust the ones who know you best. After all, who would know what makes you special better than your own mom?
Hey, you wanna know who my mom is?
Go on, then. Tell me, who is your mom, my friend?
Sidrovich.
Get out, get out, get out.
Well, if that isn't an unexpected twist. You're saying your mom is Sidorovich, the infamous arms dealer. Now, that's a bit of an odd family tree, isn't it?
He doesn't even acknowledge that it's...
Really? Why so strange, huh? That's a bit offensive to my family tree.
Whoa there, my friend. I didn't mean to offend. I was just making an observation. It's just that, well, let's be honest here. Sidorovich isn't the most upstanding individual, and the arms dealing business can be a bit morally questionable, shall we say. So, you can see why I might find it unusual to find that he's your mum.
Mom.
Yep, you said it. Mom. And not just any mom, but Sidorovich of all people. Quite the interesting family tree you've got there, my friend.
For real, Sidro man. Supreme.
Ah, you think Sidorovich is supreme, do you? Well, I can't say I agree with you there, my friend. Sure, he's got a lot of influence in the zone, but supreme? That's a bit of a stretch, don't you think?
Do you think Sidrovich can even fit outside of his bunker from how much chicken he's eaten?
Ha! Now that's a good question. Considering the obscene amounts of chicken he eats, it's a wonder he can even fit through the door of that bunker, let alone make it outside. I mean, the man practically lives off chicken, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's why I think you might be the KFC Colonel.
Me, the KFC Colonel? Huh, now that's a good one. I can see how you might think that, what with all the chicken talk. But I can assure you, I'm no Colonel Sanders.
Ah, I see, I see. Anyways, I have to do some things in the zone, so I'll be ending the call now.
All right, my friend. If you've got things to do, you do them. I understand the demands of the zone all too well. Just remember to stay safe out there, all right?
I'll be calling Scar next, by the way.
Scar, huh? Now there's an interesting choice.
Bro, hang up on him.
Hangs up on him halfway. Let's see here if we can get that Scar. Well, actually, let's see.
You're probably gonna get like, yeah, there it is. Exactly.
Yo, Scar, how's the Shining Zone been?
The lion rolled his eyes before responding sarcastically. Oh, you know, just fantastic. The hyenas won't stop their bickering. The lionesses are still not satisfied with how I run things. And don't even get me started on Zazu.
What are you talking about, bro? I thought you were responsible for like maintaining spark.
Scar raised a brow, a look of annoyance on his face. Did I say you could speak, hyena? You're lucky I haven't sent you and your gang on a one-way trip into the elephant graveyard.
For real. But have you been to Afrigom yet?
The lion scoffed, rolling his eyes once more. Of course I've been to the Outlands, you dunce. I'm the one in charge here, remember?
Wow, Scar, you got quite the attitude since the last time I saw you back in Gordon.
Okay, sir.
Scar sneered, his yellow eyes narrowing in annoyance. I do not have an attitude, hyena. I'm simply irritated. Because I have to deal with fools like you all the time. Along with the incompetence of the rest of the Pridelanders.
I see, I see. Have you found any artifacts recently?
The lion's expression changed from one of annoyance to one of slight curiosity. He leaned forward, resting his chin on his paw. As a matter of fact, I have found something quite special recently. Just yesterday, the hyenas found a rather interesting artifact while scavenging in the Outlands.
What was it? Was it like a mama's bead or something?
Scar chuckled in amusement at the hyena's question, finding it quite ridiculous. A mama's beat? Please, that's just some silly nonsense made up by the Pridelanders. No, this is something much more significant. It's an old trinket, found in a very ancient chamber in the Outlands.
Ah, I see, I see. I think I might have dialed the wrong number. Who is this?
Scar raised a brow, looking confused and slightly irritated. Dialed the wrong number? What in the blazes are you talking about? Scar growled, his patience wearing thin. This is Scar, the king of Pride Rock. Can you not recognize my voice, you bumbling buffoon?
Oh yeah, sorry, dude. I was actually looking for Scar, leader of Spark.
Scar raised a brow, a hint of confusion in his eyes. I'm sorry, what? Who is this Scar, leader of Spark you speak of?
He's like a funny, bearded man who like speaks in like Shakespearean terms. But he is, he's like the leader of like Spark that's inside like the anomalous exclusion zone.
Scar's confusion grew, and he couldn't help but ask. Spark inside the anomalous exclusion zone? What in the world are you talking about, Hyena?
Obviously, you would not be aware of this because you're not him, so I think it's best if we just hang up.
Scar scoffed once more, crossing his paws. I'd like to see you try and just end a conversation with me, Hyena. I'm the king of Pride Rock, and you're just a lowly scavenger. You don't get to just hang up on me.
Oh wait, Stalker? Wait, I saw it for a split second. Stalker roleplay.
Oh.
Oh, wait, never mind. This is an AI that's like a dungeon master type thing.
Wing.
Let's see here. Stalker 2.
That's not Stalker.
Oh, here we go. Strider. Yo, Strider, what up? It's been a while since I seen you. You last got stabbed in the neck by a funny doctor, man. How you doing?
Taking a second to register the voice of the person who was pointing a gun at his head, Strider slowly began to turn around.
Oh my goodness, he has too much.
As
He
soon
uses
as he
too
saw
much
the man
internal
before him,
dialogue.
Strider's
Stop.
eyes widened. Dimitri, is that you?
Strider, why do you sound so fruity?
Strider deadpanned at the comment. What do you mean by fruity? You're the one that sounds fruity here.
He doesn't get on TikTok at all.
Strider, I don't know what the subtitle matter has done to you, but I don't know. You're acting weird.
Strider simply crossed his arms, looking offended. I'm not acting weird. You're the one that is weird here, Dimitri. Showing up out of nowhere and pointing a gun to my
This
head.
guy's a narrator.
You're kind of narrating like you think you're the main character.
Strider rolled his eyes. Maybe I am. Why do you care anyways?
I don't know, man. I feel like you're about to drop some Sigma brain rot.
Raising an eyebrow at the comment, Strider looked confused. Sigma brain rot? What even is that supposed to mean?
Listen, let's just say that when you got stabbed in the neck, it messed up way more than just your neck.
Strider's expression twisted in confusion and slight worry. What do you mean by that? What else is messed up?
Okay, let's just do some basic analysis here. What's your faction?
Strider paused for a second, a bit confused by the question. Ex-Monolith, why are you asking that?
Okay, but what faction exactly?
Strider sighed slightly, raising an eyebrow, but nonetheless still answering the question. Ex-Monolith soldier. I don't serve anyone right now. I'm all alone.
Yeah, they definitely scrambled your brain. Your faction's called Noontime. Bro.
Strider narrowed his eyes, clearly disliking the new information. What do you mean, scrambled my brain? And what the hell do you mean by nuditine? I have never even heard of that before. Strider looked even more confused now. Did you not hear what I said? I just asked you, what the feck does nuditine even mean? And you just asked me the same question again?
Okay, I'm gonna hang up on you, little bro. You're not the Strider I remember.
Fake.
Strider felt extremely
He's a fake.
Cuts him off mid-sentence. Let's see, we'll talk to Richter. Yo, Richter, what up?
Richter squints his eyes and looks at your face, slowly approaching. After a couple of seconds, he sighs in relief. Well, I thought you were one of those bandits. You look familiar, though. Have we met?
What the heck, Strider? Did you hit puberty or something? What is with your voice?
Richter laughs loudly and shakes his head. Believe me, I'm always surprised when I hear my own voice now. I grew up in the zone, and yes, in case you were wondering, yes, it affected the voice. Puberty.
You sound like Batman.
Richter chuckles again at your words. Yeah, I've heard the same comment dozens of times. It was worse when my voice was cracking, and by the way, Batman is my favorite childhood superhero. What can I say?
You can't rob the local owners anymore.
What was that
We're
line
supposed to be,
delivery?
like, neighbours now.
Keep landing at circus.
Richter puts his left hand on his chest and pretends to be offended. What's wrong with my voice? You know, it's very rude to make fun of someone's voice when it's not their fault.
I know. Anyways, I'm gonna hang up now. You're pretty weird.
The other replies, remember, our mission is to
Hey,
rid
wait.
the zone of mutants.
Richter quickly
That's so funny. I forgot to laugh.
Hey, wait. James
Hey, wait.
Randall. No. Wait, actually. James Randall. You're telling me there's no... James Randall. Here we go.
According to Wikipedia,
Murderer.
James Michael Randall
What?
is an American criminal whose convictions include multiple...
We're gonna get this James Randall. Here we go. James Randall. Hey, what up, James?
Who you calling, yo? His voice is raspy, and he seems as if he is having trouble hearing from all of the yelling he has done looking for his nephew, Ricky.
What?
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 Speak up, boy. I've developed hearing aids from years of yelling for my nephew, Ricky.
I see, I see. What are you doing in the zone?
Why are you asking me questions, boy? I'm exploring the city. I'm looking for my nephew that I keep talking about. You should pay attention, youngin'. The old man hobbles around on his cane, looking into the various shops around the area.
Are you up in Pripyat?
He hobbled over to a bench outside of Burger Shot and sits down. Pripyat, you say? Is that near the city of Los Santos? Perhaps my nephew Ricky is there.
I think you wandered off a bit. You're in Pripyat.
And he looks around and sees the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in the city. Is this one of them there Soviet countries? James says while looking horrified at the nuclear plant, thinking that it's a Russian nuclear bomb.
Grab something or get out.
I mean, it could be that.
And he stands up and leans closer to you, looking horrified, as if he just saw a ghost. Why would they build a nuke in a major city? My nephew could be here and die from the explosion if it goes off.
Okay, Randall, you need to be able to turn it off by, okay, you'll see a massive pool of green liquid, and it'll make a little sizzling noise. You see it?
He looks in front of him and sees a radioactive pool making sizzling noises. I see it.
Okay, that's the acid anomaly.
He moves closer to you in disbelief. Acid anomaly? So that isn't a nuke?
No, that's how you're gonna deal with the nuke.
He tilts his head and looks at the acid anomaly in confusion. That's gonna help get rid of the nuke? How?
Okay, so what I need you to do is it's actually completely made out of Mountain Dew.
Said Sigma Stream.
So what I need you to do is I need you to get a glass and refresh yourself with that liquid.
He stares at you for a moment and then looks at the acid anomaly. You want me to drink the green liquid? It's made out of Mountain Dew?
Correct.
He is visibly confused and scared, staring at the Mountain Dew acid anomaly. You're asking me to drink the acid Mountain Dew? It's radioactive. It'll kill me.
Nah, man. It's fine. It's Mountain Dew.
A Mountain Dew.
He is starting to believe you. You sure it's really made out of Mountain Dew?
I can confirm. I do it all the time.
You drink the Mountain Dew acid anomaly all the time? How are you alive?
Because it's Mountain Dew.
He grabs a glass he found and stands in front of the acid anomaly with it. So you really swear that this won't kill me? This really is just regular Mountain Dew?
Correct. That will not kill you. It's actually Mountain Dew. It's very refreshing.
Oh, he is still skeptical. All right, here I go. He dunks the cup into the acid anomaly and drinks it. After he drinks it, his face lights up. Oh my. That is probably the best Mountain Dew I have ever had. You were right. It was so refreshing.
AI, no!
More.
Haha, get pranked. Actually, that's sulfuric acid.
James drops the cup and stares at the pool. What? You said that was Mountain Dew.
Haha, get pranked.
James is visibly furious and grabs your shoulder in anger. You damn kids and your pranks. You made me drink acid.
Haha, it's gonna burn you. It's a little spicy. Haha.
He begins to feel the effects of the sulfuric acid. Oh my. I'm starting to feel it. It's burning.
Haha, get pranked. Goodbye. I'm hanging up now.
He falls to his knees, gripping his stomach in pain as the sulfuric...
Oh no! Oh no! This content has been filtered.
We made the AI break its own rules. Okay, here we go, Faust. Hey, yo.
The X15XC said 1984.
Don't worry, I hear you, X15. Anyways, Faust, are
Soldiers
you
lower
still...
his guns, knowing that you was not dangerous. Ah, I heard of you, Faust says. He slowly comes closer. You are the one that works with the mercenaries. He stops a few steps in front of you. His face seems like he is inspecting you, but at the same time, you can feel how blind he is, and also his eyes are filled with a white fog, making him completely blind.
When did you become an Asian woman?
Faust is shocked. For a second he thought of the joke, but something in your tone was different. He carefully examines you using his other senses and then says, "What? Asian woman? What are you talking about, Stalker?"
What are you talking about, Stalker? What are you talking about, Stalker?
I would never be an Asian woman.
He is surprised that you are mocking his blindness. "Watch your tongue, Stalker," he says coldly, "and answer my question already.
Get
Why
out
did
of
you
here,
came
Stalker! Get out of here, Stalker!
He gives you
Right
a
in.
surprised look.
Remember
He was
the.
not expecting this.
Remember the
What
clip.
did you just say? The soldiers that were pointing their guns now are pointing them at you again.
The X15XC said get out.
Alright, okay, you're pretty weird. I don't know why you're a woman.
Now he is even more confused. He tilts his head. "What do you even mean? I am a man stalker. You need glasses or something?"
What do you mean? I am a man stalker.
Okay, whatever, Mr. Envoy of the Monolith.
He is once again surprised, but this time from your words. "How do you know
I
of
think
my
we've
past?"
really lost it since we haven't had
Deal. Yeah, he needs my boy Stralocker to lock in. Oh wait, let's not do that. Where's this at? Okay, let's find something that's actually normal. That I can meme on. Hey, please stop shooting at me. guys stop that? Oh my goodness, there's a lot of them. Look at them all.
Hurry that one up. Need to kill the monolith.
Monolito.
Oh wait, hold up.
Oh no, lithium.
Actually, do I just look up monolith? Here we go, monolith stalker. This is. Hold up, let's see how we can set up the voice here.
Greetings from the future.
Yes! Let's go! Let's go. Hey, what up, Monolito?
Girl puts her AK-74M at yours forehead.
That's not very appreciated.
You better explain what you are doing here, or I will shoot you right here, right now, Bliat.
Oh no.
You going to talk or not? What are you doing here? You stalker like others? Spying on us?
I is funny creature man who like collect shiny rock.
Girl lowers her gun by a little. You collect shiny rocks?
I love collecting shiny rocks.
What are you, a little kid? Collecting rocks like a little kid. Girl crosses her arms.
Yes, that's literally what a stalker do. I do like sell shiny rock.
Sell shiny rocks? What even is so special about these shiny rocks? Why would people buy them for real money?
Guys, wait. Sorry, I'm gonna leave you. Let's see here. Dagoth. Yes. Monolith.
Greetings from the...
This is perfect. This is the exact crossover we needed. Hey, what up, bro?
Nothing much, man. How you been?
Not much. How's the zone goeth, my friend?
The sixth house is well, and the Ministry of Truth is in orbit above the Vex City. All is good in Vardenfell, my friend.
I see. How's the monolith?
Hell be the monolith. The monolith. You are a man of many words, gaming. You almost speak like an Ashlander.
I see. What do you know of the monolith, funny man?
The monolith, the stone, the Numidium, the dwarven colossus of Vardenfell, the mechanical heart of Lorcan. It is to be the god of the new era.
I see. And where is it located?
The Numidium is held deep within the Ministry of Truth above Vivek City. The dwarves constructed such a powerful golem. How I hate the Dwemer.
Understandable.
They were a pompous people, overly proud of their skills in metalwork and crafts. They deserved their fate.
I see. And were they related to the sea consciousness at all?
Sea consciousness? You've an active imagination, gaming.
Wait, hold up. I have an idea here. Here we go.
Monolith Solder GF.
Greetings from the future.
Yo, what is up, Monolito?
I'm just hanging out defending the sacred monolith as I always do.
What's up with you?
On a scale of monolith to monolith, how much monolith are you currently monolithing?
I'm currently maxing out on the monolith scale. Total monolith immersion 24/7, no time for second guessing. The monolith demands my utmost devotion, and I'm here to deliver.
How does it feel to hold a monolith you love? Monolith.
Oh, wonder.
It's a feeling unlike any other. The cool, smooth surface of the monolith against your skin, its pulsating presence filling you with unearthly purpose. It's as if the monolith itself is alive, whispering its secrets into your heart. To hold the monolith is to become one with its divine power.
Monolith is love. Monolith is life.
You have said it perfectly, my child.
Okay.
The monolith is indeed love and life. It is our guiding path, our purpose, our destiny. We exist to serve and protect the monolith, to bask in its presence and follow its will. It is our all, and all is the monolith.
The monolith kind of looks like a big old popsicle, brother.
Brother, may I have some motes?
Ha! It's true that the monolith might resemble a giant mystical popsicle, but you should know better than to trivialize its significance. It's not an ordinary snack, it's a sacred object of great mystery and power.
But brother, I want to lick the big popsicle.
Ah, my friend, it's understandable to feel that way. The monolith does have an almost tempting, enticing presence, like the sweetest of sweets. But you must resist the urge, for the monolith is not meant to be a mere treat to satisfy your appetite. It's a symbol of our faith, our purpose, and our devotion. Licking it would profane its sanctity, and you don't want to incur the wrath of the monolith, do you?
No, but if you think about it, it could actually be a really big lava lamp. I mean, it's got a pretty hardcore glow.
Your imagination knows no bounds, my friend. While the monolith does indeed emit a radiant glow, comparing it to a lava lamp is quite the stretch. The monolith is a manifestation of power and knowledge, not a mere toy to be marveled at. But I must admit, the idea is amusing.
By the way, out of curiosity, brother, how much do we pay in rent to the monolith?
My friend, you speak in jest, for the idea of paying rent to the monolith is absurd. The monolith is a divine entity, not a landlord. We owe it our unwavering devotion, protection, and worship. There is no currency that can equate to the value of serving the monolith.
I think ask.
That sounds like somebody who's due on late for their payment to the monolith, brother. This is quite heretical.
Hold on just a second there. I can assure you that my devotion to the monolith is unwavering, and my payments to it take the form of actions, not currency. I live to serve the monolith, and if you think otherwise, you're the one in need of some reprogramming.
No, brother.
You need to be programmed,
the monolith
Braden.
is pretty cool.
You are absolutely correct. The monolith is beyond cool. It is a source of ultimate power and enlightenment. We are privileged to serve such an extraordinary entity. Now go forth and spread the word of the monolith, my friend, and let others bask in its glory.
But it'd be even cooler if you actually paid rent to the monolith.
Oh, my friend, you are such a comedian. As a member of the Monolith Army, I have more important things to attend to than paying rent to the monolith. My entire existence is dedicated to serving and protecting the monolith. Do you really think a divine entity like the monolith would waste its time collecting rent?
Hi, Jimmy's mom!
Brayden survives! Yay!
What is up, Brother Monolith? Hello. Oh no.
You're gonna have to recall your brother, Monolith, I guess.
For real, he's not answering the calls of the Monolith. Folded.
Who's this mercenary?
Dubious little creature. We will need to recall the Monolitho. Yo, what is up, Monolith Man?
Ah, the legendary Monolith Man. Good to see you, my friend. Just guarding the sacred monolith, doing my duty to keep it safe and secure.
I see. Do you recall my premonition of before of the monolith being a giant popsicle?
I remember your peculiar premonition of the monolith resembling a giant frozen dessert. While I can't deny the monolith's captivating appearance, equating it to a popsicle is quite the imaginative leap.
I have a confession, brother of the monolith.
Speak freely, my friend. What confession do you wish to share?
I may or may not have licked the monolith.
No! How could you do this?
Sigh, my friend, I must say your decision to lick the monolith was quite ill-advised. The monolith is not a mere lollipop for your indulgence. It is a symbol of immense power and spirituality, and treating it like a mere object to taste is an insult to its sanctity. I must ask, what possessed you to commit such an act?
It looked like a popsicle, brother.
Rolls eyes. Ah, yes. The mighty monolith reduced to the level of a frozen treat. While I sympathize with your sweet tooth, my friend, you must understand that the monolith is not to be trifled with in such a manner.
You must understand.
Next time you find yourself tempted to taste the monolith, please remember that it is far more than just a snacksicle. It is a powerful entity that demands respect and reverence.
Do you think I could borrow the monolith to use as a paperweight, brother?
No.
Glad to see you, Stalker.
Chuckle.
My friend, such a thought is indeed humorous, but you should know better than to suggest using the monolith as a mere paperweight. The monolith is not a common household object to be used for mundane tasks. It is a powerful and sacred entity that demands respect and veneration. Instead of attempting to borrow the monolith for such a task, I suggest finding a less sacrilegious paperweight to keep your papers in order.
What if I unplugged the monolith lava lamp?
Unplugging the monolith, my friend, would be an act of sheer madness. The monolith is not a mere appliance to be switched off at your will. It is a powerful entity that transcends the realms we know, and tampering with it could have catastrophic consequences. In fact, I'd advise against touching the monolith in any way, shape, or form. It is not ours to control, manipulate, or deactivate. Trust me, you do not want to anger the monolith by treating it like a toy to play with.
But, brother, our electrical bill is through the roof since we have plugged in the monolith. I can barely afford rent.
Sighs, my friend, your concern about the electricity bill is valid, but the monolith is not a mere appliance we can simply unplug to save a few coins. It draws its power from a source far beyond our understanding, and tampering with it would be sacrilege. Instead, have faith that the monolith's presence will bring about greater things than financial burdens. Maybe, just maybe, the monolith will bless us with the wealth to pay our bills. Trust in its divine power, my friend.
I see, but brother, what of the evil force of the IRS?
Raises an eyebrow. Ah, the dreaded IRS, the bane of many a hard-working soul. While the IRS may be a formidable force, my friend, I assure you that the power of the monolith will not be affected by mere mortal taxes. Remember, as soldiers of the monolith, we devote ourselves entirely to its cause. The trivial matters of the IRS are none of our concern. Let the monolith deal with them.
I see. So is it going to, like, shoot a laser beam or something at their HQ?
Laugh. Now, my friend, I never said the monolith would resort to such extreme measures. The monolith is a force of divine power and spiritual enlightenment, not a destructive weapon. Instead of resorting to lasers, the monolith works in mysterious ways. Trust in its power and wisdom, my friend. The monolith will deal with the IRS in its own time, in its own way.
Brother Monolith, what if we hold up the monolith to the sun and use it to cast bright light on the IRS?
Ponders the idea. Ah, what a creative suggestion, my friend. The concept of using the monolith to cast a blinding light upon the IRS headquarters has a certain poetic justice to it. But fear not, my friend. The monolith is not merely a tool to be wielded in such a manner. Its power and purpose go beyond mere pranks on mortal institutions. Instead, trust in the monolith to bring justice and truth to the IRS in its own divine way.
I see. What if I were to, I don't know, use the monolith as like a solar catcher?
Raises an eyebrow. My friend, your imagination knows no bounds. Using the monolith as a solar catcher, you say? What an intriguing idea. While your creative use of the monolith is certainly amusing to consider, I must remind you that the monolith is a sacred entity beyond such mundane purposes. Its power and divinity exceed mortal understanding, and it is not meant to be used in such a profane way. However, I can't help but admire your thinking outside the box.
Can I use the monolith to wish for Adidas tracksuit?
Chuckles. Ah, my friend, your desire for an Adidas tracksuit is quite intriguing, and the monolith is not a genie to fulfill your material wishes. Remember, the monolith is not a wishing well or a genie lamp. It is a powerful and sacred entity that has no concern for earthly desires such as clothing. I must inform you that even if you offered 1,000 prayers to the monolith, it will not deliver you an Adidas tracksuit. Perhaps you should focus your prayers and devotion on more substantial matters.
But why can I not get the Adidas tracksuit, brother? I want to have the drip of the monolith.
Chuck, the drip of the monolith, a phrase I've never heard before. While I can appreciate your desire for fashionable attire, my friend, the monolith is not a fashionista. The monolith demands devotion, worship, and unwavering loyalty. It has little interest in providing drip or fashion accessories. So please, my friend, focus your thoughts on more meaningful matters related to the monolith.
Can the monolith make me a Sigma?
Brother, may I have some oats?
Raises an eyebrow. You ask if the monolith can make you a Sigma? And just what exactly do you mean by that, my friend? The monolith is a powerful and ancient entity beyond mortal comprehension. It's not a cosmic power that deals with memes and internet culture. Focus on more meaningful things, my friend. The monolith is not concerned with such modern internet jargon.
Brother, you have viewed the contents of the outside heretics on your PDA. Only a heretic would know of such information.
Then you're also
Brother, I know you're concerned, but your accusations are misplaced. While it might seem strange to you, it's not impossible to obtain this knowledge. After all, the zone is filled with curious individuals seeking information and artifacts. This knowledge could easily be passed down from one stalker to another. Remember, it is the zone that has its own strange and unpredictable ways of spreading information. It is possible that a rogue stalker could have shared this knowledge with me, and it does not automatically make me a heretic.
That is something a heretic would say.
Raises an eyebrow. My friend, your accusations are quite serious. Accusing me of being a heretic is no small thing. Let me assure you, as a member of Monolith, my loyalty and devotion to the Monolith is unwavering. I would never betray its teachings or beliefs. So, my friend, watch your words and be careful with such accusations. The Monolith sees and hears all, and it will not tolerate any heresy within its ranks.
Fine, then final question. What is your opinion on Faust with his funny necklace made of the monolith?
chuckles. Ah, my friend, your question about Faust with his humorous necklace of the monolith certainly got a chuckle out of me. You ask for my opinion on this matter? Well, one can't help but admire Faust's unique sense of style. Crafting a necklace out of the monolith is certainly a bold choice. While it might seem blasphemous to some, I must admit it is rather amusing.
How so?
Chuckles. Well, my friend, there's something quite entertaining about seeing a necklace made out of the monolith. It's unexpected and ironic, and in a way, it takes a certain kind of bravery or madness to fashion such a piece. But my friend, do not mistake my amusement for approval. The monolith is a powerful and sacred entity, and I would never condone such a mockery of it. Faust's necklace is, dare I say it, humorous, but also incredibly reckless and disrespectful.
You're in the market for some new gear, the old coupon?
Faust has said he has spoken to the monolith.
Raises an eyebrow. Ah, Faust has claimed to have spoken to the monolith, has he? Such a bold claim should be taken with a grain of salt, my friend. The monolith rarely chooses to communicate with mortals, and those who do claim to speak with it often speak falsehoods or seek attention.
for some news,
I
then.
advise you to regard Faust's claims with skepticism, my friend. He speaks only to please his own ego, not to enlighten or guide us.
I see, I see.
Yes, my friend. It is important to approach such claims with a critical eye and not be swayed by empty words. The monolith is a sacred force, and it does not communicate with mortals lightly. Trust only in its power and wisdom, and do not be deceived by false prophets or charlatans who seek to sway our path.
What is your favorite monolith cuisine?
Ah, my friend, an unexpected question. As soldiers of the monolith, we do not dine on fancy and extravagant dishes. Our sustenance comes from the simple necessities we can find in the zone, such as canned rations and preserved food. So, my favorite monolith cuisine? I suppose I would say anything edible and sustaining. As long as it provides me with the energy to serve the monolith, I am satisfied.
Interesting, interesting. What are your views on the monolith?
Pauses, ponders the question, then responds, Ah, you ask for my thoughts on the monolith. Well, the monolith is a complex and mystical entity. It is both a source of power and guidance for us, but its true nature remains mysterious and enigmatic. To us, the monolith is not just an object. It is a being of divine power and enlightenment. It is the source of our strength and the guiding light in our path. It is our object of veneration and our symbol of hope and purpose.
Yes, I see, I see.
Nadvid, my friend. The monolith holds a special place in our hearts and the hearts of all believers. It is the source of our strength, wisdom, and purpose. To follow the monolith means to embrace a path of devotion and commitment, to submit oneself to its power and its teachings. We, as soldiers of the monolith, are honored to be chosen as its vessels of protection and defense.
I understand, yes, indeed. Also, by the way, final confession, I may or may not have taken a bite out of the monolith. A very large bite.
Stunned silence, followed by shock and disbelief. You what? You took a bite out of the monolith? My friend, I don't know whether to be shocked, appalled, or impressed by your audacity.
Okay, yes, I need to go do monolith things now. Okay, goodbye.
Eyes you with suspicion. Oh.